Hello, everybody. What is going on? Welcome to SOS 131. I'm Div. It's an honor to be commentating for IPL, and I'm here with.
I'm Joanne. Once again, coming back from last week. It honestly, December being a slow month, giving a lot of chance for commentate for certain people that you might be seeing but recognize baseball faces from last week to coming in later in. Maybe Lila, maybe Lily. I'm just maybe hinting at you. But yeah, Div, welcome to IPL. Welcome to Best of Us. We're going to be seeing your first match of
I
commentate for
know.
IPL, Beans on Toast, UK Slander, and Forgotten.
Yep, and we're going to be seeing their first game on Inkblot Art Academy on Tower Control. So, tell me, what is your opinions on Tower Control?
Tower control, mid. What about you, Div?
I think it's kind of up there. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a zones hater. I don't like zones. You can slander me in the comments all you want. I just think that tower control is a very interesting objective-based strategy, mode, and I really hope that these two teams are ready to show out and show what they have on the battlefield.
Yeah, I've been talking about the teams again for Beans on Toes. C30 is going to be Noodles, Poetry, Muddy, and Amanda. Yeah, it's some kind of name. But mostly the names to be recognized on Beans on Toes as it is a pickup. It's going to be Muddy from Jelly Squids and Noodles. They have been running low ink still and Forgotten. They are not low ink banned yet, but they are on the verge from the experience that they had before in recent tournament results, but they haven't been really playing for a while, if I remember correctly, but they have been banging some pickups. Most likely the JP name and Wings. I
Very
have seen them out.
interesting. Very interesting. And Forgotten's logo is just stunning. Oh my goodness. That is such a beautiful logo. That is one thing I really like with all of the different teams in the Splatoon community is just the unique logos that they all have, and how like beautiful they look. So, with that being said, I'm really excited. What do we expect to see in Inkblot Art Academy for tower control? Are we expecting to see some backlines?
Well, from coming from both of us, because both of our teams, you being about R2K, you do want a backline, right? Just thinking.
Yes.
Yes, in this kind of mode, with Tactron and Inkblot or Academy, you could see something like a Kraken or even a Sniper in some cases. Like a pencil would be even great as well for the cooler, because this is going to be a more flat map instead of the map that you see on the screen preview right now on stream, because that middle is gone. That's going to be replaced by the tower.
Absolutely. And you know what? Having a backline just being able to hold certain areas of the map as you come in when you play offense is such a good thing. So here we go, guys. Going right in to the game. I'm really excited, guys. I'm super duper excited.
Yeah, but trying to see all the weapons coming up, we're going to be seeing a little bit of a weapon pick, and that's going to be Wings on the Swinger, and we're going to be seeing Knowledge on the side of Beans on Toast. So that actually means there is going to be a backline, and there is going to be a slow weapon comp on the side of Forgotten, who is in the purple.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quite honest. I'm really surprised that Beans on Toast went anchorless here. We do see one go down on the side of Forgotten, two go down. Right now, they're just getting a lot of good picks. It's just that stringer up, and here we go, taking that tower, getting ready for that push on Beans on Toast. Going in, getting that push. They have that Booyah bomb ready. Right now, they need to focus on securing that stack before pushing any further to their bats.
Yeah, and just going on side with the Booyah is actually going to be coming in clutch right now, because Money going in with the Splash Shot Pro. Again, a weapon that we don't really see much at times, but we're going to be seeing them getting killed on the JP play. Most likely that's going to be the Zap, so they're going to not have cool in time, and String is going to be going down as well. So that means they don't have weight for the side. Forgot, but Cloud and one running on the side of Poshi, but Poshi winning because of the sparking of the knowledge as well. This is going to be most likely a full-on snowball for the side Forgotten.
Yeah, Forgotten right now is in a really bad feet stagger. Right now they need to regroup and gain high ground and get special. They're really lucky with that pick for that Zap. We do see the brush skirmishing for a pick. They do get down one. So this is right now Forgotten's time to get into that tower and just secure that plat. They need to push them out. They had a really rocky start. But right now, again, they just need to focus on clearing that plat and just then pushing out into mid and gaining their advantage. Ooh, that brush got that pick. Oh, okay. They're actually getting that flank. Right now we do see a little bit of drift waters in between that little bats there, but Forgotten does get that pick and are able to get back into mid.
Oh man, I would just say no at the time, same with Poetry on the side of Beans and Toads in the face of Forgotten, but we're going to see Kronos getting a Zuka kill right in the nick of time to get off the pro player. Again, Muddy has been playing strongly in the base, so getting off the aggro is going to be really huge for them, but we're going to be seeing Cloud versus Noodles 1v1 with another Zuka coming in from Cloud, and we're going to be seeing them go kill off the checkpoint in time, but with Kronos being on top trying to 1v1 on the pro, what do you think was going to happen, Dev?
I think, you know what, they just went 2 down. They're probably going to take this plat without no problem with those 2 picks. They have to focus on that bats. That bats is their gateway to getting that lead. And as I'm saying it, they're clearing them out like 1 by 1 here. That Brush is fighting for that plat there, but it looks like he's getting 3v1'd. So right now, again, they have to get that bats. They have to clear it out. They have to hold it. And they have to get these crucial picks because this is what is going to be their lead.
That crucial bet is going to be based off Noodles, going based off Amanda. Again, Amanda being the bus player, thinking around, but they don't actually see the GP. That's going to be the Zap player. They're going to be alive and having a cool on solo against in the 2v2 scenario. But Kronos going to be jumping in the light. There's going to be the Brawler, and there's going to be Shot player coming in soon. But again, Kronos and Waste, mostly all of them is going to be waiting for the Kulo, or trying to grab the Kulo at least. One Pochi is going to be staggered at the back nearby the sneaks, but they're going to be jumping back in time. And also, 1 point lead.
Ooh, listen. Sometimes you need to have those selfish coolers. You gotta show yourself some self-love, you know what I mean? Right now we're seeing them fight for bats. Right now we're just seeing them trying to push that tower, but this is the biggest mistake right here. You have to secure that bats before you push that tower any further into plat, because if the enemy team has bats, they're going to be able to stop that tower every single time you push it. Right now it's a 2v2 advantage. They're just kind of scrimmaging here. We see that tent scrimmaging. We have that Booyah Bomb pop. They're just trying to clear them out of that plat, and they do get that tent, so they're able to try to get some sort of push going on here. What are we thinking about for Beans on Toast's defense?
For Beans on Toast's defense, it's going to be doing pretty okay, but again, they just got swap 180 from what they did at the start of the game, because we saw at the start of the game Beans on Toast getting off Forgotten and have them in the base with one Lipstick on behind, but that was our man at the start. But now at the end, that's going to be this time. That's going to be Cloud. That's going to be the shot player on the side of Forgotten, who's going to be coming clutch and sneaking in the base, waiting for jumps and trying to go in. But again, with this 1 point meter, it's going to be going either way. And we saw a little bit of, you know, TP issues, but we see for Beyond, so it doesn't matter for them. They can handle it strong. For sure, 100%.
Absolutely. We see this back and forth between these teams where they're getting wipeouts after wipeouts. Right now, Forgotten needs to push up with their tent. Their tent can only do so much when it comes to skirmishing. They need that shot and zap to follow up with them. That's how they're going to be able to play off of that drawing aggro. So right now we see that Bow just trying to get some tap shots in. We see that Zap trying to hold. Right now it's a neutral state that we're in. Getting that cooler, popping it. Right now this is probably one of their last pushes that Forgotten has to go to in order to fight for that lead.
Yeah, and with 10 seconds left on the clock, it's going to be seeming like there's going to be just a stalemate in mid. And with the 5 seconds left on the clock, with Forgotten being gone, it might be possible for Beans to be on Toast. Okay, Poetry. Okay, Poetry. Well, GG, well played. It's going to be Beans on Toast getting the first one by 1 point, but again, for Forgotten, they're not out of this yet because they showed that they're pretty strong. They can equalize the match on the side of, well, yeah, they can equalize against Forgotten, but it might not be on a moving mode. It might be better on a stalemate mode that's coming up.
Listen, both of these teams are balanced out. I don't know about you, but they play really well. I think that they were able to get themselves into a really good position. They were able to, you know, lock them out. You know, these two teams are really balanced. Now, for Forgotten, again, like I said before, they have to play with that tent. That tent cannot go in alone and make plays by itself. It needs that shot and zap to go in and able to prioritize off of that tent's aggro, drawing aggro. So next map we have is Rainmaker Humpback. Are we planning to see any weapons return? Maybe that tent, maybe that bow. Okay.
It's funny to say about the tent and the zap together because this is the perfect map mode combo, as we've seen so many times in the scene already once the tent developed with the hammer or with the come and play ever since, I guess, a season ago or something like that, because those combo going into trying to get for the first checkpoint on the right, and after that steamrolling victory all the way up to 20 points if you are the first advantage. Otherwise for that it's going to be a really hefty fight in the first checkpoint either way. But that would mostly be going on the side of Forgotten. Beans on Toast, I'm expecting Money to actually get back on that pro because that's been really good for them.
I'm expecting to see that Nautilus again on Beans on Toast's side. So here we go. Rainmaker, Humpback. Let's see what they're running.
Junior?
Okay.
Junior mention?
Junior
mention.
Junior?
Let's go. Yo.
Okay, so Forgotten did keep that tent, which is good because it's going to help them on elbow when they push out to the pedestal. We see the Gal deco being pulled out on the side of Beans on Toes. So we get to see a bit of Kraken action here.
Yeah, the Kraken action here and the Junior trade as well and the Shot trade as well. There's not going to be that much of a difference other than just full aggro inside of Beans on Toes. Other than like it's a different kind of full-on aggro than was slow kind of comp that they had for the first round. But for right now, we're going to be seeing the developer going down. It's going to be pretty much a hard pick for the side of Forgotten if they want to actually aggress. But for right now, we're seeing Beast and Toads actually going for the Slayer moment first, and they're going to go for the first checkpoint as well. They were just waiting for the perfect opportunity to have course not be there, and then they're going to be killing it off correctly as we're going to be just waiting.
All right.
So
as we can see here, the swimmer swing scene, we see Swim flanking Sync really, really well. Oh, there we go. Oh, Vac was popped. Oh, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they pushed it to 32 here. Oh, almost a delayed wipe here on the side. Poor Forgotten. All right, now they're pushing it to the pedestal right there. Sorry about that technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in it. So they got to 32 for on the sides of Beans and Toast, really nice. But right now we're seeing Forgotten holding that mid and getting that pick with Zuka. That is a really good pick there. They're getting that stagger pick, so this is their chance to push it in and get that lead.
yeah, we're getting the lead soon enough. There's going to be a kill on the side of the Zap supposedly, but the Kraken from Amanda is actually going in the way, and that's going to be killing off the Mimic play. That's going to be 2 down inside of Beans and Toast as well. That's going to be well, Beans and Toads are going to be on the green, and Forgotten is going to be on the purple, and Forgotten actually gets the lead. Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. That tent needs to be played off of, and that Zap and Shot did it beautifully. They were able to get lead. Now, right now, they just have to play that defense and stall it out a little bit. Even pick up that Rainmaker. We see the Zap go for it, but they do get punished. That back being popped out. Again, this is what I'm talking about. We need to play with our skirmishers really, really well in order to get something done. So right now we see Beans on Toast just painting out that plat, trying to get that control. Junior goes down. They're finding themselves in a feed stagger right now. They just need to play it slow here, and they need to build resources in order to get back into mid.
Honestly, on the side of Forgotten, I saw the memory there. I saw the imagination because they were going for the back cheese. And with the back, they were actually waiting for that play to show up and then pop up and get the Raven to KO quickly. But it wasn't actually in time because the other player were trying to go for kills. So they were playing the more safer. But we can see for now with the Beans on Toad's advantage, they are playing more conservative as they have to miss 15 seconds on clock with 32 to 17. No checkpoints remaining. This is just going to be regular Waymaker at this point. But it's Humpback Pump Track, and we're going to be seeing a lot of stagger, a lot of specials. We're going to be seeing the bow coming in with the, the 5.1 kilo rail, and we're going to be seeing other specials as well. Soon enough, most likely Zuka is going to come in play.
Absolutely, we're going to see those bombs just being congested into that elbow, but that's the only way that they can defend. And as I'm telling you, they're getting 2 picks down. Again, Forgotten cannot afford to have a feed stagger here. They have to play high ground, and they lose the lead by 5 points. So again, this is the feed stagger I'm talking about. We have to play safe. We have to ensure that they don't get that lead. So the pop goes in favor of Forgotten. Right now, they need to focus on not having them take the Rainmaker. Oh my god, it is a 1 point. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was a lot. They were able to clear out their plat. How do we think this is going to play out in the next 3 seconds?
Oh my gosh, Savannah's just trying to get out of there as quick as possible. Cloud's gonna be denying him though, but with the 1 point meme, unfortunately, the Rainmaker carrier got the long animation, so they weren't able to quick KO. But we're going to see right now, Wings immediately trying to decide off the army who they do, and basically the junior play is not going to be going good in action. But 2 down on the side of Forgotten right now with Rage at the back to play more conservative, but Noodles and the Zuka from Money is also going to be trying to find him out, but that is going to beat Poetry on the bomb.
That is a really unfortunate spot for the Rainmaker to be in on the side of Forgotten. That is very, very unfortunate. Right now, Forgotten needs to play really, like, safe here, because what's going on is that they're trying to find something. They're trying to find a pick, but they need to work together. Right now, they're working with the back. That's beautiful. And they have to like progress to that elbow because that's where everyone is. That is a major pick right there for the junior. This is their time to move up and take that elbow as we see that tent going for right now. That's a major pick. That's 2 down. All right, again, we need that shot to be with that tent. So we do pop bazooka here. The Kraken's out. Rainmaker's running for their life. This is very antsy. Oh my goodness. Okay, oh boy, getting crowded here. Manages to dodge all 3 of them. We have the jump out. Shots trying to get that pick. We see that vac being popped. Again, oh my goodness, how was that Rainmaker alive? I don't know. I wouldn't be alive if it was me, but hey, that's just me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so again, we see this very tense moment here. The zap does go down on the side of Forgotten. Oh my goodness. Thoughts. What are our thoughts?
Well, man's dodging the whole time. Rage is becoming clutch, cheesing off the Kraken, but that's going to be second crack coming play from Amanda. But again, because of the wall, it's going to be sticking from behind. But Wings are trying to be doing a trick of lobby going from the right, but we need to get eyes on Wing. But 8 seconds on clock, yes. That's going to be Cloud going down. Corner's still going to be left, but that's a bomb kill. No.
That is it. Oh my goodness. Oh, humpback, pump track, Rainmaker. What a sight to see. The fact that Forgotten got that lead and then Beans on Toast took it away in a push is insane. That's just Rainmaker humpback for you. Oh my goodness. That was like painful to watch because I just seeing that Rainmaker get so close to those 3 people and like back away immediately. Oh my god, I think I had like 3 strokes and a heart attack. Oh my goodness.
You need to take down. You need to just breathe and you don't need those beans on toast. You need some kind of like jelly on toast instead. But we're going to be seeing beans on toast getting the 2-0 advantage again. But it is a Celeste. This is a group stage. We're going to be seeing a playoff 3. Clampets a Scorch, and because again with Forgotten, they have a bow 1-2. We have that confirmed like 100% now. We're going to be seeing the Zap coming in play. We're going to be seeing 2 other weapons coming in play on the side of Forgotten, which most likely is not going to be able to change all but for Beans on Toast. They can go anything they want. We saw Muddy change from Pro to Shot, and we saw Noodles change from Zap to Junior, and Amanda change from Brush to the 96 Galdeca, which is a really big change from a midline, from frontline Slayer to basically a midline. So it's going to be a big gamble on what Beans on Toast can do, but we saw them have synergy. But for Forgotten, what do you think they can do, Div?
I am, words cannot explain what I have processed, but you know what? Forgotten did work well with that tent. They were able to move up with that tent, with that zap and that shot, and they were able to make it work. So they just have to continue doing that. That tent knows when to push in and when to exploit. What just needs to happen now is the shot and zap following up. So Clamp and Scorch. I think tent can do really well here. Again, it just needs to be prioritized here. And the shot and the zap needs to work together and try to find a single goal that they need to work on when it comes to playing out situations. Do they both need to clear out mid? Do they both need to fight for elbow? Do they both need to score for the basket? It's all about coordination when it comes to your main slayers here. Your main slayers are very important when it comes to offense and defense. So as we get into the last match here for round 1, we have Clamblitz, Scorch, Gorge. We see the Tetras. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I am in heaven right now. Oh my goodness.
Are you a Tetris player, Dev?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Okay. I love Tetris so much, but very interesting cop on the side of Forgotten. We have that mini. We don't see that often. All right, yeah. That's beans on toast. That's beans on toast. Yes, that is beans on toast.
But yeah, so Beans on Toast, we're going to be seeing the Siege Junior, we're going to be seeing the Zimmy, we're going to see the Brush Nouveau, we're going to be seeing the Tetris. Again, a full change, full-on aggro comp on the side of Beans on Toast. Again, this is kind of less of an anti-meta, but it's going to be a really good against Azuka. It's going to be really good against the Blast. It's going to be really good against Umbrella, as we're going to be seeing right now immediately, because they are not able to move because of the vaping, and we're not going to be able to move because of the bubbler. We're going to see jumps as well because of the help of Poetry, and we're going to be seeing jumps because of the help of Noodles. Muddy still staying alive for the past 40 seconds while the punch is going to be happening. That's going to be under 50 points as well on the side of the Beans on Toast.
Listen, if it was me, I would have been dead in the first 5 seconds of the match. But kudos to Muddy for doing that. Jesus, that is what I try to do every day. But That was a really strong push on the side of Beans on Toast. They literally within 30 seconds of the match, they got to push into 47. Now that is a big push, but Forgotten still has time. Wow, that was a double kill. But Forgotten has time to take it back from them. So right now, again, they just have to work it slow. They don't have to stagger here. They have time. They don't need to freak out, right? They have the specials. They have the people. They have the resources. They just need to work together to get the areas that they want.
Oh yeah, definitely. It has to be working on to get that they want. The touch going down, so that's going to be money eventually getting KO'd. But Cloud is going to get sneak attacked by the side of Amanda, and we're going to see Win getting KO'd into the face by the side of Forgotten. So that's going to be their push right now, and that's going to be J player going to be killing off the beacon. That's going to be huge actually. So they won't be able to do sneak jump. We're going to be seeing a clam ball on the side of Forgotten, but them getting easily KO'd by Amanda once again.
Yeah, right now, I think Forgotten is seeing themselves kind of getting a little bit more outpaced with their composition compared to Beans on Toast. So they kind of have to wait for them to come. Forgotten has to wait for Beans on Toast to come to them, basically, is what I'm trying to say. You can't necessarily run into this comp because that's what they love. That's what their comp thrives on, you know? So we see that 2 go down on the side of Forgotten. Push does end on the side for Beans of Toast. Again, we see kind of this feet stagger going on. The tent tries to do something here, but does go down. Again, they just have to have the resources. They're not building the resources that they need so they can push out.
Yeah, but right now Poetry is mostly playing defensive. They're holding clans for a later push as well, but they also had a triple and a whole defense mechanism. I think they made it down to 47 points once again, but they lowered the penalty by at least 3 clams. So it's going to be really good in the future game because the next clan push that they're going to have, which is right now from Noodles, they're going to be going to have 38 points, and now Poetry's clams are going to be coming in, and with the respawn as well right behind Poetry. If they even notice it, but Amanda's actually might be picking up instead going for a 4 clam. That's going to be down to 9 if they do, but they don't. That's going to be so many pity clams going to be inactive.
That is so major. Kill him. Kill him. Okay, that is a major wipeout. Oh my goodness. Now, okay, here we go. We have to paint up here. We have to paint up. We should technically be in their elbow now. Beautiful. We are in their elbow. So right now they're getting good picks from that Tetra. Okay, this is good. This is great. We're loving life. So again, they just have to hold that elbow. And one thing that I see a lot of teams tend to forget is plat. You can also push in from plat. What happens is when you push in from plat, you force the enemy team to look at 2 different sides. You're looking at elbow and then you're looking at plat, right? And then you have to determine which one is more important when they're both important, you know, in reality. So pushing in, having someone pushing in from plat on your team is really helpful. So we see that clam ball go in. They do have that clam ball just sitting there on that elbow because the zap went down. We see that shot going for it, but they also went down. So they did manage to get a push in. Again, right now they just need to hold their area and get as much clams as possible, getting their resources and pushing in and getting important picks here on the side of Forgotten.
We see you, Wings, but Money actually going in for the sneak attack instead, not even noticing Money sneaking in, and they actually going in for a claim and actually instant KO from that. So no, okay, there is going to be a jump. Pochi immediately is going to be going in with a bubble jump, and that's going to be another jump, and that's going to be it.
That is the game. Wow, that was a very that's a flank. That's a beautiful flank. Top 10 flanks I've ever seen in my life. From a Tetra player to a Tetra player, that was great. Send me your VODs. I will VOD review and copiously.
And there it is.
There we go. Well, what's Splatoon 3 without a DC? Wow, that was a very abrupt ending, I would say, especially with that Tetra flank and then that bubbler set up by the mini for that, you know, KO right there. What do we think of that play?
Basically, that play in the end, again, Money overall in this whole Columbus scorecard, we saw so many times that they were sneaking plot. They were sneaking just on top on plat. They were sneaking just waiting for a short, waiting for that kill. And in that moment, a lot of times, like once at the start of the game, they knew they could do it. They just kept on doing it every time again and again. And Money just at the end, Wings was ready just for the attack, but waiting to see where Money goes. But because Money went for the ball, went for the plat, going for the bomb, going for the clam basket, that threw them off guard most likely. And at that point, they just got to score in. That's all I can say.
That was definitely like a really good flank, I'd say. I think what Forgotten had trouble with the entire, round here is that they found themselves a little bit outpaced. So, right, they had to focus on having the enemy team come to them when it came to their defense. And then for offense, they had to play around the tent when it came to holding areas. But nonetheless, great games from both teams. Congratulations to Being on Toast for winning your first round, and good luck to both teams in the following Nessie pools.
Yeah, but lucky that we're going to be seeing groups now. There is so many more groups than last week because now there is a group M and an O, and we're going to be seeing immediately O group is going to be finishing immediately with 3-0 and 2-1 because the Whiprays getting 3-0'd, getting 0-3'd by Sriracha. We're going to be seeing White Opponents getting 0-3'd by Karasuno High. We're going to be seeing 1-2 to Road Rage. Get your money up for the shine. 2-0 right now, most likely going to be 3-0. The college team of Splash Cat, Orange team, and another Splash Cat team that's going to be a little bit higher unless they drop. Nope, there it is, by Group J. Black team and Orange team. College team is showing up now. It's same as Ink Black. They're going to be in a higher group as though.
All right, very good. So these are our results for Nessie Pools round 1. We're looking real good, and yeah.
Hold up. XOXO versus Ominous, 2-1. The Ominous, even though it's a 1-2 to them, that's a really good score for them because XOXO, if nobody knows, they will rebound from Flowerpot and they have Pincher on the team as well. So for Ominous, getting a third game off them not getting swept is still really huge. It shows that they can actually match to them, and I think Ominous is still unbanned for lowing, so we might be seeing them this weekend. But we actually have to say about the meme. Egg Girls versus Cat Girls on Group I. It's a torn pickup if you want to know about that. And Cat Girls is going to be a different pickup, which we need to look for info about that soon. But Diff, are you feeling tired right now from the last game?
You know what? I'm feeling pumped. You know what? That entire set just got my blood pumping. I'm ready to go. I don't know about you.
You're ready to go, but most likely you'll need a break because after that game too, you seem so shocked, so static start from that. So most likely we're going to be right back for round 2.
We will see.
Meow. Welcome to us 131 round 2. I had to do it, Dip, okay? I'm holding a Pikachu right now and it's cozy, but we're gonna be seeing Squid, Salad, and Shine. Shine has been going on ever since, like Shine, I feel they have been here before. They have been around for a couple months now. I think they even went to land last year as well, but for Squid Salad, I feel I've seen them around too. Most likely they might have been from CCA, but they both teams are from Loic. That's definitely guaranteed. But for Shine, they have more experience about the Squid Salad. They might be in the LSL, the FTIU kind of level. So we're gonna be seeing a match of low level, which is gonna be huge for the future upcoming.
You know what? I love seeing low-level matchups because they tend to play what they want to play and they make it work. So I'm really excited to actually see what they have to offer. And you know what? I like watching low-level play. It's like watching, like, you know, I don't know, like two kids like duke it out or something, you know what I mean? Like a fight, you know, like a school fight.
Hey,
You
it's
know?
two squids. It's two squids in Museum de Fontaine or in Ecuador can be, but mostly we're gonna be seeing them fight in the shopping mall. We're gonna be seeing sponsors on makeup board. It's gonna be an OG map similar to Splatoon 2, a big plus in the middle, no horizontal line. It's gonna be a big plus. We're gonna be seeing most likely Zukas. We're gonna be seeing maybe a junior play coming in action. We're going to be maybe seeing Kraken image as well, or even a Bowler. Bowler has been down to earth right now because it has been a
Really?
shooting meta. But really, if you see Bowler player and they know how to play well, we're gonna be seeing a lot of things from there. Otherwise, we're gonna be seeing a Slosher.
Sloshers, yes. I was gonna say sloshers are really good on this map, especially that tri-slosher on those stacks. That's like a chef kiss. Mwah. We might see some, you know, backlines like leader, VP, you know, the norms. So yeah, again, I'm really excited because these are low-level teams. So I'm really hoping to see some unique comps and how they work together. But yeah,
In before Blaster and Imperi.
I mean, do you think we'll see that?
We have to mention about the new triple splashdown coming in from the recent season, which can cap the whole zone just like a Booyah Bomb would.
Really?
But again, it's based off the confidence of these teams, of these players, if they want to do that. But we're going to be seeing from the matches, we're going to be seeing one on the side of Squid side who's going to be in the blue, and Shine's that's going to be on the yellow. We're going to be seeing a more slow comp on the side of Squid Salad on the side with the Expo launcher actually being a new thing.
I'm loving these comps. I don't know about you, but I am absolutely loving the CDS, the Explo. Oh my goodness, that's like chip heaven. But as I do say that, they're gonna have a little bit of a harder time securing kills. The zap does go down on the side of Squid Salad, and the zone goes in Shine's favor. We see that rain being popped from that Explo. We do have we have a CDS go down. Right now they're getting flanked. All right, we're here to a delayed wipe. And right now, there we go. There's our delayed wipe. So here we go. We're setting up on the side of Shine for a potential lockout or just holding that zone. You know what? Sometimes we just need to hold that zone instead of just going in, you know, and just trying to get those kills. Because you know what? Objective is more important than kills sometimes.
Yes, objective players goes wild right now. You're going to see on the side of Shine, they're going to be capping the zone. They're going to get the chip damage off of Squid Salad, getting the kill off the DS, and also getting the kill off the Expo launcher, and even on the zap, and the Bella is going to be the last one alive, but Inkling, and that's going to be a DC from the DS who had DP, who did teleport out to start, mind you that, and lastly that match is going to be counting because the score went under 50, so China will be getting that point because of DC rules if there is one, which I think there
Very
is.
unfortunate. Yeah, I believe that is also going to be on the side of Shine, unless if we get word from our group here. But yeah, okay, let's talk a little bit about like the compositions that we saw. It's definitely not what you would expect in like definitely like mid-level, high level. What do we think about like the CDS and Explo?
So before you say that, this is gonna be counting as the match because of it's allowed. Yep, no, because of the points went under 50. So
Okay.
it's gonna be counting to Shine of the match. But the Expo and DS combo, the dream was there for chip damage, but we saw for the side of Shine, they outchipped the chip damage because of the fast-paced shooting. They had Knowless, which is a faster Knowless, but it's a faster Splatling, and then we saw the Pencil, who is a faster sniper, which is basically just like a squeezer. if you have multiple ticks. So mostly in the side of range, Squid Salad has the advantage, but for actual attacks, it was Shine.
For sure, for sure. And you know what? Because that game went to Shine, Squid Salad's going to find themselves in a little bit of a difficult spot right now in terms of mentality, where it's going to be like, hey, we just kind of lost this game due to a DC. What are we going to do? And what they need to focus on is to push it through. They got to stay strong, and they have to make it count here. So we have tower control on Manta Maria. Not one of my favorite maps as a Tetra player, because everyone is above you and you die a lot. But what are your opinions on Manta Maria?
Okay, so for the Shine, we're going to be seeing the machine again. Squid Salad might be bringing off the Expo again, but most likely they might bring the DS because of the wave break. Because wave break on the bottom or even on top, it does differ to the bottom. So there is going to be less movement on the side of Shine with the shooters in any case like that. But for the side of Squid Salad, again, if they go with the backline of the comp that they have before, the bunker is going to be with the Expo, and the other two players on the side of Squid Salad, which is going to be the regular Zap and Shot, them going ahead. We just need to be on that. But for the side of really Shine, we're going to be seeing them going pretty well, going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to see the sneak. They have the energy for that.
For sure, for sure. You know what? Squid Salad needs to focus a little bit more on just their DPS, so that they're able to, start kills. Or they need to focus on getting a lot of chip onto different enemies so that they can die off eventually. So with that, you need to play a little bit more slow, and you need to watch your flanks, especially with a chip comp, because you're not going to have that kill power to immediately go for someone that's flanking or someone that's kind of rushing you down. So you have to take it slow with a chip comp, and you're going to have to make sure that your slayers, whether it be your shot or your machine, just make sure that when they're going in for a pick, that they are secure and they're going to get that pick.
Yeah, absolutely. As you're gonna be waiting for the clock to die down a little bit more or less soon enough, and they're getting a sub, so we'll be waiting even more. So yeah, that's mostly all we can say about Tao Cho and Manta Maria div. As you said, basically more or less everything about saying on the checkpoint, saying about the weapons, saying about how they're going to be charged. I think to go ahead. We can talk a little bit about the next map though for Game 3, Mimico and Museum of Felcino. With the checkpoints going to be pretty straightforward. There's going to be crab on top. There's going to be the pencil coming back again. What else can you say about it, Div, as a dually player? It's a map. It is a map. It certainly is a map. I just think, and this goes for all maps. But Museum is a little bit more intricate. There are different flow states that a map has when it comes to being on offense and defense, and Museum's flow state is very different and a little bit more difficult than other maps, because what usually happens is that when you pop the Rainmaker, people's kind of first instinct is to jump over that mid, like that little mid spinner the Rainmaker is on, and hop it over to they're plat. And it's a really difficult way to try to play off of, because it's such a fast thing to do. So as a dualies player, momentum is extremely important, and flow states are also extremely important. You need to prioritize off of it as much as possible. So Museum is definitely one of Dooley's trickier maps here, especially because there's a lot of high ground that overlooks when you're on offense side for pushing into the enemy. But saying about flow states, actually, when you mentioned about that and saying about the high and low at the end of your sentence, Div, doesn't that correlate with Taucho Manta Maria as well because of the funnel on top with weights?
Absolutely, and this is the reason why that Tetra struggles on Manta Maria. Tetra are able to take people down easily when we're on flat ground, or in very hallway type esque map geometry. But when it comes to Manta Maria, you're basically overlooked anywhere you go. So with that being said, let's get into Manta Maria and let's see what these two teams have to play. So on the side for
that's gonna be Squid Salad.
Squid Salad, here we go. They have a sub. We do see a Stamper, so they do have some good range here. They have some kill power, and they have that crab. And Shine, they're going to... Oh, they kept the Nautilus. I'm pretty sure Shine had a Nautilus on the Mako Mart game.
They actually did not. They had a machine. They had a machine on the side of Shine for the last match, but they had the machine still, actually. They had a shot before, actually, if I remember correctly. Now, but more in action, we're going to be seeing that's gonna be kill from the machine. That's gonna be kill off the stamper. That's gonna be kill off the ball point. That's gonna be kill off the Nautilus. It's gonna be a little bit of a mess at the start of the of the battle right now. We're gonna see Disruptor coming out on the side of Shine, but they're gonna be the first one to pop ahead because for right now, Squid Salad does not have any actual turf or momentum to push right now, as we're gonna be seeing a lot of kills ahead of them in action right now.
Yeah, no, they're in a really bad feed stagger. Again, they need to focus on building the resources. Good pick on that guy on tower, but they do have like their top left or top right, so they need to. Oh my goodness! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! That was a very, very unfortunate bomb kill. Again, they need to focus on living here. They need to rotate their defense to where that tower is. You know, I get it that there's 2 people on that right side, but they need to rotate to that tower because that tower is the objective that's pushing them for that win right now on the side of Shine.
Let's go Jin on the double kill, and we're going to be seeing right now Skim on the Inkjet go in for kill, getting kill off the machine, which is Shorak, and we're going to be seeing Bliss killing on the kill, getting for a double on the side of Shine. We're going to see Commentators waiting at the bottom, waiting for the stamp to come down, but most likely not actually going to be waiting for a little bit. They're going to be going for Karma on the side of the right, maybe, but mostly they're going to be going for Cooler first, as we're going to be seeing the tower go back to mid, but Jin's immediately going to be jumping on the tower once again.
That machine is like goated. Like what? Oh my goodness. He just got like 2 and like went to snipe and died, which like valid, but also like wow, what? And wow, me personally, I could never do that. What? But we did see a state where Squid Salad was able to get a really nice, almost complete wipe, but no, that machine got that double there. So they're now stuck on defense once again. That Zap trying to fight for a pick. They do go down through the Inkjet. Again, okay, this is a crucial moment right now for Squid Salad. They cannot die here. They have to play safe. They do get a pick 1. They get a pick. They get another pick. They get 3 picks. They get 3 picks. They have to focus on that machine. The Zap goes, oh, the machine gets, oh my goodness. This machine's crazy. What?
It's a double to, oh my god, the double to triple header to a double header once again because Trickster on Knowledge has actually got the kill on the corner of the screen on top right.
Are they flanking them from their spawn? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They're pulling it off. They're pulling it off. Oh my god. They flanked them in their spawn. What? Oh my Jesus. Okay. That was a lot to take in. The machine was alive, they died, another player jumped in, and they were able to get that flank behind the enemy team on Squid Salad. And now they're holding that. A lot is happening. What's going on? What's going on?
Okay, so what's going on right now? I just want to be mind buzzled right now. We're going to be seeing Squid Salad on top right, Trickster jumping a Trickster on the top right. The crowd is going to be down because the machine from Karma is going to be finally killing off with the help of Skim, but we're going to be seeing right now on the side of Shine. They're going to be killing off because of the noise, because Trickster once again going in for the 1-1 trade, but that's going to be denied immediately by the side of Karma. Once again, the machine has been going really strong in the Skim. On the HA is going to be getting killed off by a bomb. We're going to be seeing Alex on the side of the Zap pinning for the Cooler coming up, which immediately happened right now. It's going to be 2 ups in the air, but Jin on the backline getting the good kills, getting crucial kill on the Zap, getting straight up actually on the Zap, but Trickster going to be killing them off. We're going to be seeing Snowy Springs 1v1 with the Nod against Trickster together, but we see an event right now with 1 minute 10 seconds left on the clock. We want to see Squid Salad go ahead, but Shine is not allowing it.
Oh yeah, that BP is definitely holding it. As I say, Commentators first, the BP dies. So yeah, like you said, they're able to kind of break out of that little grasp that they were in, but that BP is allowing jumps to go in, and they're able to hold that area for longer. Okay, they have their 3 down, that BP is up, but this is Squid Salad's chance to get something rolling here. They need to secure area together, and they need to coordinate specials to certain areas here. So they're all condensed. Shine is all condensed in that little street. They get 2. This is major. We need that hold on bunk.
Karma.
There we go. We have that guy on left side. They do go down. That machine is getting pick after pick. They have to take care of that machine, or else they're not going to be able to push that tower any further. We see that early Booyah Bomb pop for that kill. They do manage to get 2. Oh my god, this machine is literally on fire. They got the life. What was that?
That's karma for you. That is karma for you. That is a quad right there with 3 seconds off the clock. That's going to be Shine going immediately with 2-0. Again, Shine's momentum from the weapon, the synergy, and also again, Karma, Jin, both of them is basically breaking the defense of Squid Salad, and they go 2-up.
I'm like in shock. That machine went like insane. Are we not gonna like talk about that? What that machine was just like there and then like got two and like dipped. Like and then died of course, but like he dipped and was like, see you later. What? Hello?
Dev, your brain just went to 0 at this point because you
Zero,
are
like negative 50. What do you mean zero? It's like
you are ecstatic from this. Welcome to IPL, Dev. It's great to see you here.
that was absolutely insane. Oh my goodness. We saw Squid Salad having a difficult time handling that machine and like again handling that momentum the machine carried. So going into this match, what Squid Salad needs to do is that they need to focus on taking fights together because it is it's a game changer when you take fights together. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. But also one thing to know for Squid Salad, they had a stamper change. So maybe for Squid Salad, they're more around waiting for a little bit, they're waiting for the long game. But Shine, they're not like that. You see in the logo with a fox, shield, they are big Smash players, so they are ready for action. They are ready to go heads on. They don't care about playing defense. They just want to go straight through the action, go straight for the checkpoints, go straight for the kill. Basically, we're going to be seeing them go up on the spinner, going to be seeing them go up on right, waiting for the cam most likely, but they're all going to be waiting for the spinners. They all going to be waiting for specials a little bit. They don't have a crab like Squid Salad does, but they do have the machine. And they have the knowledge and they have the ball play. If they have that combo up again, that's going to be huge for range and chip damage.
Absolutely. As we go into the last match for this round, what I want Squid Salad to kind of understand and focus on is prioritizing their life, because living is important in this game, believe it or not. It's what carries the enemy's team's momentum. A good rule of thumb to always take with you is that when you die, the enemy team gains more and more momentum for their offense. So when you're on defense, try to live as much as possible because, quite frankly, it's annoying. It's annoying to live on defense when you're on offense. You want people to die, right? So try to live as much as possible when you're on that defense side because you're going to be able to build specials and you're going to be able to push back out guaranteed. And also another thing is try not to panic. Just because they have the Rainmaker, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to lose the game. It could be literally like 10 seconds in the game and they have the Rainmaker. Don't panic. You don't have to rush. You don't have to go into it. Just let them have what they have. And then once you have advantages, whether it's specials, bombs, or man, or numbers, then you go with it. People tend to panic when it comes to playing defense. And it's kind of one of the biggest reasons why a lot of defenses fail. Just try to stay calm, stay cool, and stay collected, and communicate with each other on what's going on and what you want to do next.
Really useful facts right there, and that actually has been shown in the first round as well, because again, our first match against the two teams that I'm kind of moving a blank, Eggs on Toast versus Forgotten. For the side of Eggs on Toast, they played the waiting game when they needed to, while Forgotten, they played the waiting game when they needed to as well. In the last few seconds, it showed nerves when they needed to as well, because for Eggs on Toast, what they did, because they knew they were at a loss at the moment, they needed to wait for a little bit, which they did. They mostly just waited. They mostly stalled the checkpoint, or stalled Waymaker, stalled the tower, stalled clans by having them back in the arsenal, and then started to go in together as a team. For the side of Squid's out for this Shine though, in this advantage, Shine has been showing that a lot. But again, we need to see Squid Salad break the momentum, basically, jump scare them with action that they noticed from before.
Basically, you hit the nail on the coffin there. I just think that Shine's momentum is really strong though. They're able to play off of their picks like it's nothing, and that's what good synergy is. It's one thing to be really good at the game as an individual and in solo queue, but when you have that team synergy, you're unstoppable because your team understands you as a player and you understand your team as a player, and when you combine those two things together, you're basically unstoppable. You're undefeatable because you have such great meshing, ideas that go together. You have playstyles that go together. That's why it's really important to just kind of, understand each other when it comes to playing this game and communicating. Communicating is one of the biggest things that, we see on the screen and what happens when you don't communicate, whether it's a flank going by or whether it's kind of a cheese happening. You know, you always want to like communicate with each other and tell each other what you see and what you want to do, because it helps you get to a goal that you all want, which is winning.
Yeah, I certainly agree too as well, but we're going to be going into the match, going to round 3. As you're going to be seeing the Whiprays going for a little bit longer, and they do not have a sub. They're going to be going for the side of Squid Salad. Same people, Stamp is going to come back and play, DS is going to be coming in play. We're going to be seeing on the side of Shine though, it's going to be the same thing no matter what. We're going to be seeing Pencil coming back, we're going to see the Machine, the Nawal, but we see a Bella coming out from Squid Salad as well.
Alright, I like the Brella pick here. This is going to be a pop. Oh my goodness, how did the Saber go down?
Saber jump get by Pencil, mostly or not as well, because they're already coming up from way. And Karma again, once again showing action from the Skip is going to get the quick animation on the Rainmaker checkpoint, which is going to be immediately going them up to 58 points, but it's going to be more than that because Jin has Azuka coming in play.
Guys, just live, please live. Oh my goodness, right now they're trying to live here. They get a pick on that zap, but you know what? They're right now trying to get picks here. We do see that CDS getting high ground. They do drop. They get the Rainmaker, so that is a really good stall point for Squid Salad. It's just to zap up. Again, they have to play safe here. They have to play for their life, like the game depends on it, like their whole lives depend on it. So again, building free resources. We do see that trade with the Tana and the Machine.
Yeah, we saw that happen as well. Snowy just went up trying to go for instant kill, but they didn't get that successfully. Jin actually went up with the Mimic instead. But on the earlier half, what we saw before, we saw that actually the pencil on the side of Shine was actually helping with the Mimic to go ahead, and Snowy was actually being a little bit risky, trying to go for the kill on the Rainmaker, but didn't really go successfully as planned. So they were stalling a little bit, but for right now, they know they need to wait. They can't wait. They have a lot of time left. They have 3 minutes 35 seconds left on the clock. Karma going down. That's going to be huge on the side of Squid Salad because their machine has been popped up and chipped down, and they do not want that to happen again. But Pencil with the cooler is going to be popped out. Immediately, we're going to be seeing the Zuka coming in play. We're going to be seeing the Crab hitting shots mostly on Crab, but getting immediately denied by Jin.
Oh my goodness. You know what? It's very, very important when you're on offense is to play with your picks. Now, that's something that everyone says, but what does it mean to play with your pick? Well, it means to push up in an area that an enemy dies in because they lost control of that area. So right now we see that Squid Salad is kind of fighting for their lives here. The CDS goes down and they're now back on defense here. We see that Nautilus poking that Brella and that Brella trying to, you know, get something started. We see that Booyah Bomb being placed on that little spinnered area. And again, like I said, Squid Salad's back on defense.
Snowy got a triple, by the way, if no one actually knows about that, but Skim is going to be picking up the Rainmaker this time. The cooler has been popped out, so it's pretty good for them as a backline player to be punching up in head, as we're going to be seeing Sweek and Blitz on the right, and the Inkling coming in from the Bella going to be trying to push Skim back, and they're actually going to be staying back in mid, which is going to be pretty okay for Squid Salad, but if they were pushed back all the way, that would have been really good even more on the side of Squid Salad, but Trickster being tricked out by Karma again, getting another kill off Alex, and getting a kill off Sawik to enough, which does happen.
Oh, your Karma joke from Manta Maria just clicked in. Oh my goodness, that took like a game and a half. Well, moving on, folks. We do see again Squid Salad going 2 down on defense, and they're playing for the spinner right now. That machine really trying to get some poking power there. Again, Squid Salad needs to regroup and they need to play together. If they're getting poked in one area, move to the next area. If they're getting poked there, move back and build for resources. We see that Zap trying to go in for that kill. They do manage to get it, but they do get a trade there. Pencil goes down as well.
Scale is just really playing one more before going back and forth. We're going to see Jin immediately getting killed off by Trickster. They're going to be having a lot of pain on the top left. We're going to see Snowy and Come once again together. We're going to see Trickster going with the Inkjet. We're going to see Sawik on the DS actually getting. Wait, no, that's a trade. Hold up. No, that trade is kind of huge on the side of Trickster versus Snowy Swing because no knowledge of rage. They're going to still be defensive alive being at the back. Cooler is not activated yet though on the side of Shine. There is a chance for Squid Salad to actually still push up, but we need to see them get kills.
Absolutely, I agree. And they also need to, again, survive, because without people, you won't be able to push in. We see that Brella going in for a pick, but they do get, you know, 2v1'd. And again, they're back on defense. So we're seeing a pattern here where Squid Salad is trying to get something started in mid, but they keep getting denied. And I think it's because they're not clearing out that little left side that they have. And they're, you know, the machine and the shot's able to stay there. And then, you know, when people are trying to go for picks there, they just get pincered. And that is a really, really nasty kill.
Trickster again getting the clutch shots against a main Slayer, but Shine always gets the trade off them at the same exact point. But again, with 30 seconds left on the clock, okay, Blitz immediately denying the time to stall for the side of Shine to pick up ahead. That's gonna be 2 kills on the side of Blitz. That's
Those are
gonna
2
be
major picks.
That is, yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. We see that. Oh, the machine gets a pick on that spinner. Pops that booyah. All right. We just have to make sure that we know that that machine's there. We have to play around the Rainmaker. Paint's not looking too good here. They grab the Rainmaker. Can't Squid Salad make it? They lose the Rainmaker. And that will be game 3 on the advantage of Shine. Shine going 3-0. My goodness. What do we have to say here?
The ending of the game, Shine, the machine Coma, has been in the base, and everyone was focusing on Squid, and everyone on Squid Salad was focusing on Coma. But we only saw Sweet at the corner on the sneak pick up the Waymaker, no one else with them. So in the end, the Trickster and the rest of Shine has been going in for the victory and getting the 3-0, and you most likely will be seeing them this weekend following.
Absolutely. You know, both teams did really well here. Shine, especially with that machine. That machine went absolutely insane for that Manta Maria game. I don't know what instinct like snapped in them, but like they went like feral for like 5 minutes. I'm like really interested in to see what that KD was. But well played by both teams. You know, I think Squid Salad, again, living is very, very important when it comes to defense. And I understand the panic, and it's very difficult. It's easier said than done when it comes to playing defense and you're panicked. Being panicked is very, very difficult to handle. But once you master staying calm when you're on defense, it's just like that. It's like another day playing Splatoon, you know? You're able to play, you're able to think better. So again, it's just being exposed to different situations and then, you know, learning from those situations that makes you a better player. So again, congratulations to Shine and well played by Squid Salad. I hope they're able to use this as improvement for their future.
Definitely, and again, we don't know the other thing as well as that like time zones. Who knows? It could be late for Squid Salad, and but also again, as I said at the start of the match, it's gonna be more or less experience. As you said as well, that they want to learn this woman's experience definitely for Squid Salad, but for Shine, again, they've been on here for months, so they know how to phase it off. Their seeds actually backwards 43 and 49, Shine being the lowest seed actually. So in this sense, Shine has the words in and the showing that they want to do. So going up to this weekend, if they are playing low rank, I'm just guessing honestly, but for everything else going up for them, it's pretty good for them. But again, there is other tournaments as well for them to show up too. There is a tournament tomorrow that they can play in.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's looking good for Shine if they do play in that lowing. Again, 0-3 on the favor for Shine. You know what? I do like that CDS pick though. That CDS, I think it can definitely be worked with. What that tells me is that there are people that genuinely want to play the weapons that they want to play. It's just a matter of just, you know, tweaking certain comps and, you know, gearing your composition towards that weapon so it can flourish. That's something that I want to see more in this community where people are playing their own weapons and for their, you know, for their own enjoyment.
Yeah, and also, guys, chat, if you didn't do it already, go get some water. Get a sip of water real quick because we're going to be going to the next match immediately. We're going to be seeing a good old team. Goodbye, good old, basically 2015 was Splatoon 1. The Whiprays, or the Whip Wait, or the Whip. Or I think it's like the Whip Wait.
Whiprays.
They had another name before then, Splatoon 1, when they decided for the first one.
Whiprays. Okay, moving on, guys. Moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on.
Yeah, Wi-Fi problems. They were another team as well. Wi-Fi problems. Wi-Fi problems. We might not be. Okay, we might. We are not seeing them. No. Oh, that's actually kind of upsetting. But we can talk about Whiprays a little bit.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I guess
Madison high. Oh my god, like haiku? Is that a haiku reference? Is that a haiku reference? Guys, is that a haiku reference? Oh my goodness. Sriracha, is that a hot sauce reference? Oh my god, guys, there's so many references. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is so funny coming me Dev. So basically, Karasura High, Gabe, Apple, Cloud, Riz Bear, Apple is a shooter player. They have been on, I don't remember who the girls in the past, but they have been other teams before. I think like like Melody team beforehand. Gabe
Mhm,
has been going around on and off. I feel like I saw them before on Half-Life, but this might
mhm.
not be the same Gabe. If they are the one playing Knowledge or the one playing like Machine, they have been on the new scene before. They went to Gridlock, but on the side of Sriracha, oh my gosh, look at that roster. Mr. Mudkip, Jess, Javoid, no, Tyflo. These names have been here before.
Yep.
Mostly Mr. Mudkip has been playing earlier. They played in Paddling Pool earlier today, actually, if I remember correctly.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, and I believe Arvel on Karasuna High is actually a bucket player. So again, 3 games, play all 3. Our match here for round for game 1 is Inkblood Art Academy on Clan Blitz. Oh
Yeah,
boy, here we go, Clan Blitz.
yeah, oh boy, Clan Blitz, we're going to be seeing Sawasha in the Alpha team, and we're going to see on the Bravo team, we're going to be seeing Kawasuga High, which is an anime reference to something that, okay. And yes, okay, that is the game from Gridlock. So, we're going to be seeing for the side of Sawasha, we're going to be seeing a Gootuber, a Squeezer, a Shot, and a Knowledge. Okay, hold up right here. And we're going to be seeing a Pencil, we're going to see the Stamp, we're going to see the Slosher, and we're going to be the Shop. But Sawasha having a Gootuber?
I'm just as perplexed as you are, but like, hey, you know what? We roll with it. You know what? That's fine. So one does go down on the side of Karasuna High. So yeah, again, they're playing with that pick. 2 go down on Sriracha. Okay, right now we're getting trades here. We're getting trades back and forth, so we are in a neutral state. And right now we see that crap hop being popped by Gabe. You know, trying to gain control of that plat, and we see that one player there trying to go for that plat control, and we have that Zuka pop. Right now, it's just kind of a stalemate right now that's going on, a little neutral state here. YouTuber does go down here, and they do have Zuka on the side of Sriracha.
Neutral trade on trade on trade on trade, and we're going to be seeing the shot going down, we're going to see the knock going down, we're going to see the YouTuber going down the far right. Apple being a lot of a menace on the right, stake bound and Cobalt. Who's trying to just get chipped down on them, but they know the range of the pencil, so they are scared a little bit. They're waiting for their team to go ahead. But as we see right now with the with the defeater coming out as well, with the help of the YouTuber having that as a sub, they're going to be trying to go ahead a little bit more. But again, since this is Clan Blitz, we are waiting for the economy to rise for each team, but because of RNG spawning and because of everyone just getting traded off, there is no economy on either side for the first 1 minute 30 seconds of the game.
Absolutely. Again, we're just kind of seeing this back and forthness where both teams are trying to hold flat, or they're stacks, but they're not able to do it because they keep getting pushed out. So again, it's a back and forthness here. This honestly could go towards anyone. It's just a matter of who gets the ball in first.
Yes, definitely. As we see Cinnamon bounding Gabe, but Vaki on the good on the right, just waiting for the perfect shot. But Gabe is going to be going in for advantage by getting sharpshooted by Vaki immediately. But the goal is going to be in play for them, so they immediately respond. But again, the economy going to Vaki on the side of Sebastian, and they're going to be trying to get in as soon as possible. But again, Cinnamon puts Advo on the left with the Slosher as well on the side of Gear, so they're going to be falling back a little bit again for the for the first half of the game. But that's going to be Gabe with a double.
Wow, that was a really good kill from the Stamper if I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we see that Karasuna High gaining that control on plat. We see those strikes going out. They have really decent control on their plat. They can make it for a push here. We see that Stamper having 7 clams here. They just have to throw some clams here and there. That pencil does go down. That shooter does go down as well. So again, now here we go, backing up, maybe giving them a little too much space for Sriracha here. But again, we have to back up because we do just go 2 down here on the side of Karasuno High. And again, just that back and forth again. What are we thinking about this back and forth? What does it tell us here?
This back spot telling me they're equal, and the colors are going to be yellow and blue. It's not going to be orange and blue, but we're going to be seeing one down on the side of Karasuka High once again. We're going to be seeing Cloud coming up in the shot, but again, the economy is in struggles. It's a shambles right now because everyone getting traded off. We're going to see Cobalt going ahead, trying to kill off on the pencil against Apple, but then getting killed off. We're going to see another ball on the side of Sabato on the Gootuber, but again, with the shot going with Zuka, but again, everyone being stopped out. The Vaki is shooting off and denying Cloud from getting in on the advantage. Again, there is still so much of a stalemate that no one wants to come in. Vaki, oh my gosh, calm down.
The kill goes crazy. Oh, they don't get the... He got denied. Oh my goodness. Oh, they got the barrier. They broke it. They broke the barrier. Oh my goodness. Okay, now they're getting picture on that plat, but they're still holding it really, really well on the side of Karasuno High. So again, they're holding it. That plat is all yellow. The slosher does go down on the side of the slosher does go down to the shooter here, but that defense for Karasuno High was beautiful. That entire plat and bats was yellow. What do you think?
3 minutes. That was 3 minutes and 40 seconds of the game with no clamp, and there was only one push by the help of Cinnamon. And by the help of Jess, but we're going to see Cinnamon once again going in for another ball, and that's going to be down to 70 points. But again, we're going to be seeing Gabe getting killed off Cloud, so going ahead trying to go for one, getting Cobra getting Rocky. Again, for right now, the slow pace of the game shows that Sriracha has the patience, has more of an aggro against Karasuno High, because for what they have right now, they're playing nervous, they're playing super defensive. We need to see them go up, and we need to see them throw in clamps. They need to play risky.
Absolutely, and Karasuno High needs to play with their specials a lot more here. We see that Zuka being popped, but no one's pushing up with it. And they do get 2 down here, so this is their chance to push in. That group is alive. They have to push in right now.
Oh.
The group gets the kill. Oh my goodness. They still have a chance here to push in here. They have that 80 tick. They're going to go into overtime.
That's 3
they
balls.
Can't panic here. And they lost the lead. What?
They had 3 balls. They had 1 ball go in, so that made it up to 84. They had some small clamps going in before, and they had a big clamp coming in right after. And that was actually a lag frame, so someone clipped that and posted it on Twitter, because that is an Autolink glitch.
That was, yeah. Can someone clip that, please?
Talk about that.
I'll like and retweet. Wow, that went like really, really quick. But again, that back and forthness between the 2 teams just shows that they're both equally skilled at the same level. They were able to prioritize off of like the same things and not prioritize off of the same things. So we're going into Splat Zone's Umami Ruins. Ugh, not a fan favorite of Umami Ruins. I'm gonna be straight up, and it's Splat Zone, so you know I'm not a big fan. What's your opinion on Umami?
Well, one thing to shout out beforehand, shoutouts to the new music I've been seeing on the bottom of streams by Harris Hills, because of the new Nintendo copyright rules. We are not allowed to have any Splatoon music come in action, so we're going to be having Justin, our producer, having it from stream base. So thank you for that. The music is really chill, and that's going to be a thank you for the audience as well to you. So other than that, yeah, Umami Rumors are on Splat Zones. As a junior player, I like it sorta, but not really. As a Zap player, it's a cool spam on the right zone and left zone, because you need to play defensive, you need to play paint the whole time. But as you said, as a Tetra player, you don't like it because it's going to be the 2 zone and because you can go line up on top. But what do you think in a DS matter?
Ooh, that's interesting, because I think you said CDS, right?
DS or CDS, one of the 2.
I don't know. I think both of their specials do really well here, especially Chumps. I think Chumps is probably overlooked as a special, but the paint it provides in the chip is immaculate. Now, for DS and CDS, you kind of have to hold in a certain way that makes you safe, but also makes it annoying for the enemy team, and that's used with your chip and your range. So going right into it, we see our weapons here. We see that, so I believe Karasuno High is in purple. There we go. Yep. Okay, so we see that Stamper again there. We see the same comp, I believe, ran for Karasuno High.
Yep, that is the same comp for Karasuno High. We're going to be seeing the pencil stepper start machine. We're going to be seeing the shot from them, but we're going to be seeing the side of Sriracha. No Gutuber this time. They're playing the same old meta as we 1.0. We're going to be seeing the double Zuka. We're going to be seeing the pet. We're going to be seeing the crab. We're going to be seeing the Knowledge as well. But immediately getting 2 down on Cloud. That's going to be a 3 downer by the help of Cloud.
3 downer. Absolutely. All right, so we see that this shot is contesting this Nautilus here. This Nautilus is skirmishing really well, going back to their side of the map, and now they're holding that zone, getting that cap immediately there. So we're seeing, again, trade after trade, that crap being popped on the side of Sriracha, holding and trying to contest that zone. We see that Zuka also being played here. Really good pairing off of specials on the side of Sriracha. They should be able to get the cap here, and now they're focusing on trying to lock them out, but Karasuno High pops that crab, and they're able to punish that, Splash for trying to get it. And again, a back and forth between the objective here, just showing you that, they're both equally skilled.
It's zone, so we're going to be seeing trade on trade on trade on trade as we're going to be sitting with the Zuka, but we have to mention the game, like straight up action on the crab, just shooting Rocky face forward, no hesitation at all, but we're going to be seeing with that advantage, Swacha going into the zone, going to the base of Karasuno High, which give it 2 down on the side of Karasuno High once again. That's going to be for a matter of 20 seconds right now, 30
Wow.
seconds more or less right now, with base Swacha locking them in the base.
Yeah, again, okay, this is important. They need to survive on, they need to like prioritize living, and they're doing it. They're doing it.
Oh, no.
Oh. Well, that's a pick's a pick. Hey, a pick's a pick. I mean, a pick's a pick. I go with that. You know what I mean? Any death is a death to prioritize off of. So you saw that death, and they're able to move out, and now they're out of their base. They're out of that lockout. So you see that crap hop on the side of Karasuno High. They get that kill. They're 2 down. Right now they need to move out. They're getting these really good picks. They need to stall that zone. There is no need to wait for them to come back. So again, they're fighting for that zone. We see that pencil shooting that Nautilus there. Nautilus is trying to get a pick there. They're weak. I'm not sure it's worth it. They go 2 down. They go 3 down. And they manage to get that zone. That Squeezer forced to push back there. That was a really, really good playoff of that pick there, or that death, I guess you'd say, from that player falling off.
No, it's not for the player falling off. That's from Gabe face forwarding on the kill against a Zuka player, just basically doing an apple like that. As we're going to see Gabe once again on the crowd defending and saving life against Cobalt as they're going to be going back to zone, defending in mid. We're going to be seeing the Zuka hitting the middle, but not hitting the zones. We're going for Bear. We're going to see Bear on the Booyah actually hitting and getting killed off Rocky. No crowd on the side of Sriracha right now. We're going to see the shot on the side. They're going to be seeing the Nas getting killed off. Again, the Apple and Bear and Cloud all together has just been collectively locking Sriracha in the base, trading off from the first half.
Yeah, Sriracha's looking really tight right now. They need to do something here, or else that lead is not going to be in their name anymore. So we do see that pick off of that machine. This is their chance to move out. They do lose the lead. They do manage to stall the zone, I believe. And they do manage to get 2 here. Okay, they have a minute and almost 30 left here. Oh, they go down. I'm not too sure about this. They're trying to hold that zone. It's just that shot left, fighting for its life, getting shot in all angles, still managing to live. But they do go down here. They're managing to hold the zone really well. Oh, but it wasn't enough. Karasuno High does manage to get the game.
In clutch once again, coming straight from the end game. Karasuno High has come in their victory arc, going in for the 2nd point. And yes, I had to do that somehow in animated reference because that's some kind of an anime thing. But 3rd game, ship shape cargo and tower control. Does this matter for Sriracha? Let's search this up right now. It does.
Interesting.
Does matter, yes. It does matter. But it does not matter because they are 1st seed and 2nd seed.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, hey, listen. You gotta act like each and every game that you play is like your final match of your final set. It's like, you gotta treat it like, what's that saying? It's like what? It's like treat every game like it's like the final best of 7 last match or something. I don't know. What I'm trying to say, guys, is that treat it like you're fighting for your life. All right, just because you may have lost a game or 2, keep fighting, guys, because that's what really makes you a strong player.
Yeah, that's a good quote. Keep fighting, guys. Based on the side of Sriracha and Karasuno High, again, we saw both games, Clampets and Splatoons. At the last single moment, Karasuno High comes back and counts, and we take the zone. We take the basket. They just came from behind and played the Rangers game this whole time. I mean, Sriracha has aggro. They
do. They absolutely do. I mean, listen, Karasuno High is definitely retaking to KO. I mean, I'll give them the name for that. So with Sriracha, they need to, again, just focus on being a little bit more calm. They had that lead for Umami Ruins, right? They had that lead for Umami Zones, and then they kind of just started panicking a little bit. Again, you have to stay calm. You have to think about it in a way where it's like, I have the lead. They have to come to me in order to fight for the lead back, right? So playing it safe, playing it calm. So here we go, round 3 or game 3 on ship-shaped tower.
This is the 3rd. This is okay. No, Jazz is playing the ZF sniper this time. This is different. Rock is playing
Okay.
shot, double zook coming again from Sriracha, but on the side of Karasuno High. Different sniper.
Hoping for the goop to come back, but like, hey, you know what? We all have dreams. But we do see that Charger, ooh, getting a pick on that, on the Tana.
Oh.
On the Tana. Ooh, they get a
Aw.
double here. Ooh, you know, it's not a good idea to contest a Charger, especially if they have that range against you. It's best to take out all of its teammates first and then go for the Charger. What are they gonna do? Shoot you? They just have to run away. You know what I mean? So again, don't approach a Charger by yourself. Always approach their teammates first.
Yeah, but getting ranged for Jets again, they got the starting double, which could have been a quad actually, but because of shield or because of just a little bit of range, they were off, but they chipped them at least a little bit. But for the rest of Karasuno High, they know where they were, and for Sriracha, they got okay. What they made it down immediately to 45, and they are immediately gridlocking them into the base. But Avo is going to say about that something too rocky about that though. But the crab is going to be coming into play. Cinnamon alone on plant, getting double Zuka, but still staying alive. Cobalt running in for a sneak.
Absolutely. Right now, they're holding it strong right now. Still pushing that tower, even though it's a 2v2 advantage. We have two people coming off a spawn with that plot armor. Will they manage to get it?
Yeah.
And they get that game, making it, I believe, a 2-1 score. That was great. That was good. That's what Sriracha needed.
Where was this in the second and first game, basically for Sriracha? They had this is what they wanted, and this is what they got. They finally got what they wanted. They got their history arc. They got their victory arc as they wanted it to be. To steamroll Karasuno High. To basically have them have nothing to roll off against of them, like we saw in the zones game. But somehow they were able to sneak back. But this time, no, they weren't.
Absolutely. And you know what? Maybe in the future of this tournament, maybe Sriracha and Karasuno High will meet again. And you know what? That momentum Sriracha had in the ending of that game will continue on. So again, both teams are equally skilled. We saw that back and forth in that Clan Blitz game. We saw that back and forth in Splat Zones. And then boom, that dominant game in Tower Control Ship Shape from Sriracha. So again, these two teams are like equally skilled here. So again, they're both. It could be either or's game.
Dev, you remember this is SOS, right?
Oh, wait a minute. You are right. Yeah.
Yeah, so for this, we're going to be seeing Karasuno High going straight into Great White bracket, while we're going to be seeing Sriracha, even in this close aim, they're going to be going into the Hammerhead bracket, but even though they're going into the Hammerhead bracket, they're going to be a menace in there.
Absolutely. You just saw the dominant game they had with Karasuno High for tower control and ship shape. So who knows? They might breeze through it. They might find some competition. Only time will tell.
Yeah, but time will tell. We're going to be seeing soon enough the bracket, if we can, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. So this is going to be all your round threes. We're going to be seeing. Why was that what I saw in group J or L div? Was that something that I saw a drop from Payback?
Is it?
Can stream? If OBS can be functioning with us, thank you. That is gonna be a drop from Payback, drop from Flower Play, drop from Looty Smoothie, drop from.
Whoa. Okay.
Drop.
Interesting.
A lot of drops on the last half because they're not happy with the results, as we can see right now, unfortunately.
You know what? Sometimes results can be really difficult to cope with when it comes to a run, but it shouldn't be the reason why you should deny yourself experience. Unfortunately, if you are going in a really bad run, it doesn't mean that you're embarrassing yourself or anything. It just means you have more to learn, and that's okay, because that's what makes you a better player. It's what makes you stronger. So unfortunate drops there, but again, don't be afraid to lose, because losing is the gateway to improvement. It's the key. It's the reality that you need in order to become a better player. So unfortunate, but best of luck to all of those teams.
Wise words there, honestly. Really wise word. Nothing else can be said other than that. But we're gonna be seeing for the rest of the bracket, for everyone that's done at least, who's finished right now in Group A. Blue Gem Caramel Bit Blue Gem is going to be going into Great White in Group A. Beans on Toast is going to be going to Hammerhead, while Forgotten is going to be going into Mako. On the side of Group B, we're going to be seeing Eclipse and ENRAGE Girls fighting it 1-1. Winner of that is going to be going straight over to Great White Ball. The loser of that is going to be going to Hammerhead. There's no other 2 people because Jake from State Farm dropped, so there's now going to be a Group B mention in Mako in Lantern. Group C, Baby Shark Body Wash. What name is that? And Baby and Banana Alpha is gonna be your Hammerhead and your Hammerhead and Great White teams. Group D, Nawal Gaming again coming back after a while after a long break. Really good. Are they a US team? I think they're a Mexican team if I remember correctly.
I think so as well.
They are going to be a Great White coming back from the shadows, while Manta Black, a pickup team, is going to be there for Hammerhead. Why don't you say the rest for Group E to Group N?
Do I?
Need the bracket? Do you need the bracket?
I do need the brackets.
Okay, let me get you the bracket. Here you go.
Do 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 do. You said Group E, correct?
Group E to Group
All right.
O.
All right. Okay. So going in to our Great White is Fishnet in Group E. Group F, we have XOXO going into Great White. For Group G, we have Cardboard going into to Great White. Group H, we have Honey Badger. Group I, we have Cat Girls. Egg Girls coming in second. And then Group J, we have Sweethearts going into Great White. Group K, that's a keyboard smash. That has to be a keyboard smash.
Yes, that is.
Do I even try saying that? What do I do here? What?
Ashfish.
Ashfish just good enough. They're going into Great White. Group L, we have Skillful pickup. I'm sure they are skillful, going 3-0 for Great White. Group M, we have Road Rage. Very, very good job for Road Rage. Going into Great White. Group N, we have Karasuno High, as we just saw. And Group O, Let Us Cook, going into Great White. They did cook indeed, going 3-0. So congratulations to those teams and the following up teams going into their respective brackets.
Honestly, same from Group M though. Road Rage versus Shine went to 1-2 as well. Shine, what are you cooking?
I mean, hey, listen. Sometimes you cook, sometimes it eats, and sometimes it doesn't. But like, listen, that's okay. That's how you learn, right? Good recipes take time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but again, from what we saw in round 2, Shine is really strong in getting to Battle Road Rage. I think Road Rage is the highest seed as well, like the highest seed in the group as well, unless it's get your money up.
I believe so, yeah.
But in that sense, going 1-2, that's huge for them. Like,
Absolutely.
That's going to be good motivation to them coming into this weekend. But for the rest of the team so far, 11-11 Make a Wish, they have not been here for a long time, but they've gone back as well, so that's huge. That's great for them. But honestly, shout out for Group I. We didn't get to see the match round 1. Like Cat Girls versus Egg Girls. That would have been a funny matchup to see.
That would have absolutely been funny. I mean, my bet would have been Cat Girls. You know, because we like Cat Girls here. We are Cat Girl supremacy. Egg Girls. But that would have been a very interesting first match, I'd say.
Yeah, and not only Cat Girls, Cat Boys, also some MC. But honestly, for the rest of everyone else, though, again, we're going to be seeing Group C. It's basically a full-on pickup group. We're going to see for Group B and A against less groups because seeing less teams. For everyone else, Ink Black, again, one shout out them because they are a Div 5. They're a really good Div 5 team. 1-2 against champs, which most likely is a high level pickup, so it's a good advantage for them. Gravity plus Luna. Gravity has not been showing up for a little bit of a while, but they have been showing really good again in the division Ludi. But they can play really strong when they need to. But Luna, being a pickup by now, they are an FA, so if you want to pick them up, good mention right there. They are still really good. Omnis going 3-0 against Sockeye. Where did Omnis place actually? Because Omnis is gonna be going up in. Oh, they're going to go into Hammerhead. That's really good for them. While for XOXO, aka Flowerpot, if you do remember about that, they are going to be going up into great fight. But again, Miss Q battling them 1-2 is huge for Miss Q. Even though the results in the stands says otherwise, with 1-2 going to Lantern, watch out for them. They are scary.
For sure, for sure. I agree. Um, yeah, I'm really excited to see what the seating has here and what our Great White brackets looking like. So for round one of Great White, we have Rainmaker on Undertow, Clamblitz on Mansa Maria, and Splat Zones on Mahi Mahi. Well, I want to say here, what do we think of Mahi Mahi's rework?
Well, let's talk more about that when we come back, because we're gonna be commenting one extra set soon enough, and mostly for right now our TOs in the heads of IPL is going to be most likely seating brackets as we speak. You need you need a break. I need a break. We need to get some water. We need to chill out a little bit. So let's do that first. We'll be right back.
We will be right back.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Top Cut for Swimmer Sync 131. I'm Div, alongside with my fellow friend.
Jordan. I don't know if but okay. Yeah.
You know what?
but-
It's fine.
it's fine.
People
It's
are
fine.
tuning in. Hey, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. This is totally fine. This is totally fine. This is okay. This is fine. Fire from the background. But anyways, who do we have here? Cardboard with Floppa as a logo and Sweetarts, not Sweethearts, because they are missing a H and an E. But this seems like a pretty much a little bit of a new team because they have a logo as well. But Rosie, I think it's from La La La. Swag, KM, Splash, they're all fans around then. But we see Cardboard, the pickup King, Oculus Lost. They are mostly plus players, but with GG's Dan, they are a player for Sway, or I don't know if they are still a player for Sway, but they have been around Sway for LTC last year and Whiptide last year as well. They have been playing for them. And Smoothie, I think.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. With that being said, our first match in this round is Undertow Spillway Rainmaker. So what do we think? How do we like Undertow Spillway as a map?
Undertow Spillway as a map, junior wise, no. C junior mostly preferred because of way big and because of the more legend to be the spam. For regular junior, it's fine because of bonds, but this is usually a zap method, and it's Waymaker obviously too, so it's mostly destined to play zap more than anything because of the free bomb. But what about you for a Julius Tetra player?
So Undertow Spillway is a very vertical map, and it's very it can become narrowing at some times when you have to go through areas, but it's good because for Reefsider it's able to kind of just zoom through the narrow areas and then just have people play off of it. So I think it's pretty good for Tetras. So with that being said, Rainmaker on Undertow Spillway, what are some things we are expecting to see from these teams?
Place it better. Is someone going to go left, or are they all going to go left, or is someone going to be risky and goes for the right checkpoint?
You know what? Sometimes, well, okay, knowing these guys, since they're kind of a little bit of a mid-level type of feel, I feel like they might go for that right checkpoint. The reason why you want to go for the right checkpoint is that if you go for the left checkpoint, it's typically harder to push it up once you get past that checkpoint. The only reason why you want to go left is if you get a wipe and like they're not off of respawn yet. But yeah, that's about it. That's the only reason why you want to go left. It's just, again, difficult to push up after you get that left checkpoint because their spawn is right there. And once they respawn, that plot armor lasts for a little bit and then it wears off. But that plot armor can literally take that Rainmaker away from you.
Yeah, for Cardboard, who is most likely a +2 pickup, +1 pickup, they are mostly going to be playing conservative on the left. Like everyone goes for left, so it's mostly in the mindset they go straightly for left. But if they want to play risky, they are going to go right. Again, as you said with the plot armor, it is going to be fine for them because they can still run it that way if you go for Squid Surge. But mostly they would want to go left just to play safe and play with all together as a team and also for paint. But we'll see how it goes soon, as hopefully they are be choosing their weapons now.
And I just realized I mixed up my left and rights. This is why I am awful at directions. I always mix up my left and rights in like comms too. Like I screw it up so bad, but like it's to the point where like my teammates understand. I don't know. Do you like struggle with like your left and rights, or is that just a me thing?
Well, I think that might be something you think.
Oh well, okay, well, all right.
You think, Dave?
I guess so. All right.
But honestly, like in the terms of comms, like for these teams or these players that fight for Green White, they have it established already that for them, like if you say like left and right or an actual call out names of left and right, they know what you mean. But
Absolutely.
if you have a white group of fans or white group of people who know what you mean, left and right doesn't matter. As you said, Dev, it doesn't matter. They know what you mean.
Matter.
You
They know
have
what you mean.
synergy.
Exactly. And like really quickly before we get into the game, I just want to talk about mid-level comms here since we are dealing with that type of team here.
Actually, they are not mid-level. I was surprised you said. I was about to say like I was surprised you called it mid-level.
Aren't they like
GG's Dan is like Div 1.
what?
Like yeah, and like La 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 is like Div 3. Like
Bro, where have I been for like the past like I don't know the entirety of the Splatoon like history, bro. What? Am I just like not online that often? Holy sh! Like
You've
what?
been to Big
I,
Dapple. That's
I
where you've
have.
been.
I mean, I have. Listen, man. I have like a memory of a goldfish, so I I genuinely just don't know what like whatever happens.
You
Listen,
did say
man.
that, yeah.
It is what it is. But hey, we're gonna go right in here. Rainmaker Undertow. What are your opinion on backlines in Rainmaker? Do you think it's a good idea?
Backlines are fine. Like,
Really?
backlines are fine, depending on the backline though. Because we know ballpoint is good. We know the sniper is good. We know, like, regular heavy is kind of like an underdog pick. We see that less and less of it, but the Kraken is really good. But the heavy edit is being less and less phased out because we already know the pencil and the zap is just more of a better pick for coolest spam. But if you wanted to go something that has like fast rate still, heavy edit would still be fine. But for everything else, it's still pretty much okay. Stringer is still a niche. ENRAGE has a stringer, kinda. Well, the last time that I saw ENRAGE, they had a stringer player from Oviedo, but they are mostly playing in some pickups, so we might not be seeing them on their roster if we do see them soon enough. But yeah, stringers are a niche. We saw them before actually on the side of Forgotten. They do pretty well if they have the right synergy or the right team to push up. But for everything else, we just going to be seeing a ballpoint, Knowles, a spotting junior regular, or we're going to be seeing a sniper. But if what's your opinion though? Because you set up the question.
Oh, I liked how you turned. How the tables have turned. How the turned up tables. Well, I think it also depends. Sometimes I will say that in like a heavy anchor, like a E leader, definitely slow downs like slow down a comp. And like you typically see it for Clan Blitz where like you would see kind of like faster paced backlines, but for Rainmaker, I think it also depends. I think maybe nah, I think all backlines work there. Again, I think that sometimes a backline can be so heavy to the point where it slowed down a comp. And that can be a little bit detrimental when it comes to offense and defense for rotation, but that's just finding good positioning and sticking to that position and defending that position when you are a backline.
But one thing to know as well is because it's Splatoon 3. This is not Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 1. Splatoon 3 is all relying on aggro. It's relying on it's so weird to say, but it's honestly kind of the truth. Splatoon 3 relies on bombs, relies on
Yep.
full aggression compared to Splatoon 1 to Splatoon 1. Again, as a support player who did a junior spam who relied on special, like, it still phases in Splatoon 3 because of Zuka. Like, because of Zuka, because of triple splashdown if anyone plays that, because of cooler, it phased into Splatoon 3 with more of an aggressive push. So splattings are still allowed to exist in this game. Like, backlines are allowed to exist in this game, but it's a really, really big niche. Because if you're a really strong backline player, you're getting picked up for sure. But if you're still learning in the process, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to be really a tough time to come back in. But if you find the right people or want to start from the bottom up, it's really good for you to go that way if you are a backline player.
Absolutely, for sure. Backlines, I say that backlines is probably one of the most targeted people in like the community when it comes to like countering them, because if you think about it, they are like the anchor, you know. Of course they're the anchor. Like they anchor their team for jumps, they anchor their team, you know, for like support and things like that. So you want to take out that foundation and knock it out so the other team members kind of fall apart from that. So it takes a lot of time to understand and learn anchors and like what you do and what you shouldn't do and things like that. I think being an anchor is overlooked sometimes even. So that's why I tend to respect a lot of anchor players and the time that they put into their weapon.
We do respect our backline players, but soon enough we're going to be getting to the game because they are picking weapons from what we know. And oh, look at that, a transition. So we're going to be straight into Rainmaker on Untold Spillway with a lot pickup going to be in the Bravo, and that's going to be on the yellow, black. And the alpha side, that's going to be Sweetarts. A lot pickup off for Cardboard. It's going to be on the Bravo, which is going to be in the blue.
All right,
Purple.
so we do see, yeah, cardboard's purple. So yes, we do see a Charger. Very interesting. So they do have that anchor support. Charger playing aggro immediately, going for a pick, shooting all the way on that side there. They are grouped up on Sweetarts is grouped up there. That Zuka is being popped right there. Fishing for a pick. They're playing slow right here, going for, you know, for something here. We see that Carbon sharking, going on that side for that fight with a shooter there. And they do manage to get that pick, so that is their momentum. They do get another person down on Sweetarts. They pick up the Rainmaker. It is almost a wipe. That is a wipe. That is a wipe. And they're going to push that, like I said, to that right side. Again, that is the safest way to go for pushing that Rainmaker.
All Kings don't need crowns, and we see King right here on the ZF side, but getting the last kill to confirm the wipe up. But we see GG stand right now on the shot, waiting for the cooler to come and play, and the cooler does come and play and lost on the volley, trying to go for some ledge bomb and getting on ledge bomb off the shot, if I remember correctly. But that's going to be someone, that's going to be the Zap, that's going to be the T-Tag, that's going to be the other shot maybe as well, going in to get the kill off cover, and then they do get 3 down advantage, but on the side of Sweetarts, we're going to be seeing them wait for a little bit. They're going to be going to go for the left side as well. They're going to go waiting for pin advantage. We see Oculus waiting on the back, waiting for Cooler again, waiting to team up with the shot play from GG's Dan, trying to go for a super kill, but it's most likely not going to be achieved. What do you think the Splash going to do now?
To be quite honest here, we're just gonna see some back and forth here. I've seen many Zukas already just going back and forth. They are getting picks here, good picks. And they're trying to force that Rainmaker through that office area. We see the strikes being put out here, so they're forcing that Rainmaker to move forward even more in an uncomfortable position. That Carbon does get a double, immediately popping that Zuko so they don't go any further here. And so it's just that Carbon defending that area. We do see a pincer on the side of Cardboard. We do see a jump there. They do get it. That was a really, really good defensive position for that Carbon and everyone else involved in Cardboard.
How was that double revenge? That was a crazy double right there as a ping coming out. And the ping coming up for the side of Arcade, the west of Sweetarts coming to a ping in the mine. But GG then denying that actually getting killed Zuka. We're going to be seeing Rosie, and we're going to be seeing the shot player. Actually, that might be the Zap player on the side. Sweetarts is swag, trying to swag their way through, waiting for defense. And we're going to be seeing them more go for wait. As we're going to be seeing lost for that player that's mostly gonna be shot waiting for a little bit of a shark, but denying because lost. Just shark. GG stands instead. Well, trying to go for this layer, but Splash gets killed instead. It's gonna be a stalemate in mid.
Yeah, we did see that Charger fighting with that shot there on their snipe. And that actually played out really well because that Charger was distracted, which alleviated some of the pressure off of the mid. So they were able to pick up that rain. That Carbon again is able to get a double as a 2v1. They get the triple here. Are they going to be able to get that quad? I don't think so. That shot has moved back and has retreated back to their office. That was a really clutch moment from that Carbon, getting those picks there, because that was a crucial moment because they were left in a 1v2 situation there.
Yeah, and 1v2 situation there, but immediately getting denied by the shot player on the side of the cardboard from GG's stand. We're going to be seeing them going down as well, but this shot player going off on the side of Sweetarts as well. Again, we're going to be seeing another 3v3 scenario in mid with 1 minute 30 seconds left on the clock. We're going to be seeing Sweetarts mostly wanting to go for the right side, but most likely they're going to be trying to go for left to set up a little bit too. But it might be a good idea to go right, but no, we're going to be seeing Rosie pick up the Rainmaker, seeing them 1v1 Oxley, but going into the trap of another player of Sweetarts, and that's going to be 3 down on the side of Sweetarts. Now that's 3 down firmly.
Again, this Carbon trying to go for pick, but they do get punished. So Sweetarts has a chance of getting this push here again. They miss the Rainmaker, but they do pick it up. It's just that Charger up. Right now they have to push up and get that Charger away from that pedestal. Game has froze. There we go. We're back on. And we see that Zuka being popped. The shot goes down. They're pushing that Rainmaker. They get the lead with 50 seconds remaining. Everyone goes down except for the shot. The shot's fighting for her life, trying to go back as much as possible. Kind of going in, jumping out right there. All right, we're in 40 seconds. Last 40 seconds of the match here. Right now, Cardboard needs to focus up, and they need to get that lead back. They grab the Rainmaker. They're going to take it to mid. They have that mid secured. What are we thinking for Sweetarts' defense?
That freeze stuff for us made it to the side of Cardboard to think about, oh, we need to go hard now. And so we're going to see right now again King pick up the Rainmaker while we see GG down in the spot. But no, it doesn't matter. Never mind what I said, because Rosie going in with the kill with the support of the ZF of the T-Tech actually getting in and killing off the Rainmaker first. But GG Dan getting denied by the shot on the side of Sweetarts with 8 seconds left on the clock. That's going to be their victory.
That is going to be their victory. They're going to camp that Rainmaker. They're going to hold it there. It's just that Charger. And then there we go. That dub. First game goes to Sweetarts. They had a little bit of a difficult time in the beginning of the match where they had to play defense, but they did extremely well, especially against that Carbon. That Carbon was getting pick after pick with them. But like I said, they were able to push through and get that lead and then defend beautifully off of that high ground. So well done to Sweetarts for that first game.
Yeah, and for the side of cardboard, oh my gosh, it is sensory overload for them as the song is playing right now. Because for Sweetarts, they're putting them in the back feet. They were scared on the first half because they took so long to come back in for Sweetarts, but they thought cardboard can chill. But nah, Sweetarts said no. We're gonna be your underdogs. We're gonna be your sneaky little sharks, and we're gonna be killing you from behind. And which they do, and they get the lead off to 30 in that final moment because of a big synergy push.
Absolutely. And you know what? The reason why they were most likely playing scared was because of that Carbon, because that Carbon was getting pick after pick. So it's like, oh my goodness, we need to know where this Carbon is in order to not die to the Carbon. But after they get their pick on the Carbon, they play off of it, they were golden from that there on. And well done to the Carbon. That Carbon did a really good job in staying calm and getting the right picks at the right time, because sometimes in those situations you can get picks, but they're not really coordinated to what you want to happen, you know what I mean? So it's important to get the right picks at the right time so the right thing can happen. So kudos to the Carbon for that. So now we're at Clan Blitz, Manta Maria. Again, not a big fan of Manta Maria, but hey, it's Clan Blitz. I'm a big fan of Clan Blitz, so it wins my heart over that. Are we expecting to see the Carbon again in Manta Maria?
Most likely to sure we're going to be seeing the Carbon. I know in the past, if I remember correctly, Gigi's Dan did play a social unless I'm thinking Boopy, but I think that might have been Dan. So maybe we might be seeing Dan mostly play a shooter, but a slosher pick from me this side would be cool because they can just go paint and try to go for the sneaks, but time will tell. But King is going to go sniper again.
Absolutely. But let's see what our teams are running.
Huh.
Okay. All right, well, they kept the Carbon. Cardboard kept the Carbon. They do move from the ZF to the Splat lane, which is very interesting. They opted for the Wave Breaker instead of Strikes.
KM going 52. Heavy on cardboard. What a difference.
I agree as well. KM on that gal, you know what? I think it's just to stall out fights better. And since Manta Maria is a very, I would say, congested map.
Oh.
Oh my goodness! Oh, was that a triple that I just saw?
That was a triple. That just happened.
And they're going to play off of it, as they absolutely should. Oh my goodness. Here we go. We have Cardboard playing off of that beautiful triple there, painting up, getting their special there, tossing that clam up to that catwalk there. They're trying to contest. That zap does go down. So does that shot. And we're going to see Sweetarts playing with that pick and breaking out of there. That was a really, really good triple there. And really good breakout from Cardboard.
Breakout, but more like a fake out, because we can see by now Cardboard, even though they had the triple story, they didn't have a economy. And because they didn't have economy, they weren't able to do anything. They were just waiting for the clans to respawn, finding clans at their own pace. As we see Sweetarts actually going into the open, it's like they weren't able to go back to the basket at all. So we saw Cardboard go back, and now they're just fighting in 1v1s, waiting for time to kill down, while King is the only one with a ball. And because, again, this is Manta Maria, the clan rates or the clan spawning, it's really, really scary. It's really terrible because you really need to go deep into your own base or your team's base, or go into places where you spot out into 1v1s. Or, in a matter of fact, just kill each other like we see Rosie did, and we saw Splash did on Dan and even the other Zap player too.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes the clam economy is just not nice in this game. So again, it's really difficult to find appropriate clams in the places, like you stated before, that are that are deemed unsafe. So we're seeing these picks here again. They are, they do manage to get 3 here. And now they're trying to focus on getting that last person there. They don't manage to get it, but that's all right. They are getting this mid here. If they do have Bazooka, again, we see those bombs on those bunkers. That's a major pick on that gal. They don't have no one to stall out for that street there with wall. And then, again, here we go. They do manage to get that shot there. We do see some sort of skirmishing going on. We do see things being thrown in that street. They are fighting for that street, for that clam throw, for that 80 push.
fight him, as someone would say, as we know before. But we're going to be seeing a huge fight in the side of the ramp. We're going to be seeing Lost getting in for a double with the help of Dan. We're going to be seeing Swag. We're going to see Rosie. We're going to see KM getting that final kill actually on the nose, so they won't have range advantage. But Dan going in from the right side, trying to go in, going to get Rosie getting in for KM, getting in for Splash. But no, that's going to be King most likely killing off on the side of the shot. That's going to be the 52, and that's going to be the nose down. This is the time for coverage to push.
They're getting great picks. Oh goodness! Oh my goodness, that was a clutch moment. Oh my god, all these games are so clutch, from the carbon to the zap. Those were crucial kills right there. I'm gonna be honest here. Cardboard is extremely dominant right now. They're just not finding the right time to push in though. Listen, man, like you have to find the right time to push in, but also play with your picks more, because those are your opportunities to push in. And as I'm saying that, one does go down on the side of Sweetarts here. We do see Azuka being immediately popped, trying to take control of their bunker here, going for a pick. They don't manage to get it, and again, they're stuck on defense again. One does go down on the side of Cardboard, so this is probably their time to break out. We do see that heavy on Catwalk, though, on those grades, so they are forced to move back.
Div honestly, Volzy clutch. Because as we were talking, we saw them on a sneak that someone was trying to sneak on the side of the card, but Volzy immediately denied them getting the crucial pick, so they weren't able to have any jump ins. But again, this is one scenario that we have an issue right now for the side of Sweethearts and Cardboard. Cardboard has clams. They're waiting for a push-in. Sweetheart has advantage, has paint, has aggressive, but they don't have clams. We are waiting for the first clams basket to even score for the win at this point. It has been 4 minutes and 30 seconds basically, with no one scoring.
Yeah, this is, again, trade after trade. This is a neutral state. Listen, whoever scores, they gotta make it count. They gotta make it straight. They can't go back and they can't hesitate, because they gotta make it big time. Big time rush reference. But you have to, listen, whoever scores is most likely going to win this game. And it's just a back and forth here. One does go down on the side of Sweethearts. Two goes down on the side of Sweethearts. They have to go back and force to play defense here. Right now, they're forcing on that bunker on the side of Cardboard. They're trying to fight for their lives here, as they should. This is very tense. I don't know about you, but I'm tense. I feel my veins tensing up here.
Again, it's overtime, so it makes sense why it's tense. We're going to be seeing Kobe trying to go wait. They're all waiting on the bunker. None of them trying to see. They're all just playing so safe. We're going to be seeing on the side of Sweetheart. Again, them are just waiting in the base. That's going to be 2 down on the side of Covert, but Sweetheart needs to push up right now. They still have enough time because no one else has a score yet. But again, on the side of Sweetheart, now they're going to be staying in the bait in the bunker. No one trying to sneak at all. There's going to be down on the shot. There's going to be down on the zap. Arclist and GC's down. There's going to be King going down. It's Dragon's not able to get the score in. That's going to be KM going down. Splash is going to be the last one live, and they're going to be able to get the score in. GG's well played. That's all we can say.
God, that was literally on the edge of the clam basket. That was so close to being a miss. Oh my god, that was insane. The picks, I was expecting them to go on for longer. That was, again, clutch. That is the word for today. Clutch. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. The back and forth and the tension building up was absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness. What are our thoughts?
There's an upset, folks. Welcome to an upset. That is an upset right there, and that is why the players of Sweetarts could be in +2 now. But mostly, honestly, that game, again, 5 minutes of no clam scores all the way to the end, when everyone's being nervous. But we saw Sweetarts once again bomb Vaymaker on toe. They didn't let down. They weren't nervous at all. They took a breath, they took patience, they just kept their guard up. They were playing the tower the whole time. They were just playing standing guard up like a wall. They weren't able to barricade off, and once they were able to get into there, they were able to push up. So basically the weapons I was trying to say, they were a Trojan horse.
Absolutely. And again, like the back and forth here and the stalemate that went on for basically 5 minutes was insane. Like we saw trade after trade, pick after pick. It was basically like they were mirroring each other in a way, and that was just absolutely insane. I was losing myself. I even dropped a big time rush reference for all the fans out there. That was definitely something. So now we're moving on to Splat Zone's Mahi Resort.
Div?
Wait a minute. Wait, hello. Wait, no, they took the game. What? Wait a minute. Why are we here? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They took
Yeah.
Wait, why are we here?
Yeah. Let's one to the bracket, shall we? Let's one to the bracket of Great White if we can, hopefully. But hopefully we can. It's gonna be set up soon, and there it. There it. It's just that's just pipe dream truck there. No matter.
There we go. There are our brackets. Great White bracket. There we go. Blue Gem having a bye, immediately going to round 2 against Honey Badger. Honey Badger winning round 1 against Cat Girls, going 2-1. Narwhal Gaming winning against ENRAGE, going 2-0. Skillful Pickup going 2-0 against Fishnet. ENRAGE Girls getting the 2-0 from Let Us Cook. Sweetarts we just saw taking the dub. ENRAGE Cosplayers, oh, interesting, going 2-0 against Kadasuno High. And XOXO going against Adjective Skit. And we have our round 2 being played out as we speak.
No, it's not. We're gonna be seeing one of the matches coming up soon on stream. Do we know the match soon? We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
Actually, that's gonna be our last set. That's gonna be streamed though for us. That we're gonna be seeing new commentators. Okay, there's the next match.
Okay, well there's the next match.
yeah, but that's not gonna be us. That's gonna be new commentators. But since we have new commentators coming up next, so that's gonna be Nawal Block. So Div, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at div_0516. I post all of my epic tweets there. Jordan, where can they find you?
Jawine51 on Twitter, Jawine2 on Twitch, and also Jawine on Blue Sky. But before we leave, Div, on a scale of 1 to 10, how was your experience commentating for IPL for the first time?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say a 200. It was absolutely phenomenal. I've never commentated such amazing games in my life before. This was an absolute honor and experience, and I hope to commentate for you guys soon. So thank you for having me here. It's an absolute honor.
So yeah, welcome to the family of commentary and IPL Dev. And with that, that's going to be the end of our block. Stay tight, stay tight. Get some water. We're going to be seeing a dynamic duo of Lila and Lily.
Hello everyone, who up swimming they sink? It is Swimmer Sink number 131 and I'm Lily Gravy Bread. You know who I think is sinking at the moment? My commentary partner Lila at the moment. I think they might be drowning. Let's have a listen. Yeah, come on, we better get Lila up out of that water because we are moving on through the Great White Bracket. Lila, you there? Lila,
yeah,
we gotta
okay,
I'm
here now. Yeah, I'm here now. I'm not drowning anymore. Hi, yes, we are here in Swimmer Sink. It is what, top 8? Yeah, top 8 on Great White right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that means half of the teams have been knocked out already. They've sunk. They've not been swimming. But we are going to be moving on to the second round. You mentioned top 8. Nawal Gaming versus Skillful Pickup, first on Mako Mart. This is going to be good, I reckon.
Very, very good indeed. Hey, yo, I mean, like, there's a lot of very, well, I'm trying to find the words for it. Hold on. There are very popular names, in my opinion, that came across on Twitter often. I would see like Eli, I forgot the other two already that I have in my top of my head. I forgot, but regardless, these are some players that I'm looking forward to see what they're gonna cook up, what they're gonna bring us, and especially in such a vanilla map, Mako Tower, Lily.
Yeah, Mako Tower, I love it here. I think like Mako Mart in general is just really solid. there are lots of places you can move to. There's got a lot of map geometry you got to pay attention to as well, of course. I've been really enjoying like going back to Vanilla Splash and actually playing Crab here, honestly, because there are some really good spots for it. And you know, when you've got like a nice little oppressive crab that's trying to lock out the respawn, there's still areas to kind of move around. You can get punished by playing crab if you haven't got it set up in exactly the right spot. I don't exactly know if we're going to be seeing any crabs, of course, because anything kind of goes in this meta.
I mean, there is a crab on the screen right now. Look at that.
Ooh.
Crab leg. I'm joking.
Oh, crab leg. I was wondering, like, hang on, what is going through your head? Like, what do you mean by that? Yeah, climbless crab leg. We'll perhaps get to that, because this is a best of 3. So on the 3rd round, maybe climbless crab leg. 2nd, we're guaranteed to see Rainmaker Scorch Gorge. However, of course, pretty standard as well. But
we're going in.
Let's see what they're cooking. I'm kind of like Eli. You mentioned as a player, I kind of expect. Yeah, there we go. There's the ball point. I believe actually that's the Inkvac. Is that the Inkvac ball point?
No, that's the vanilla one with the inkjet, and as well as the Machine Neo,
yeah.
though. It is double bucket on their side, though, on the Skillful pickup side. That's very interesting. I haven't seen that played in a little bit of a while on this map mode, too, specifically. But judging from all the ledges that you can camp on this, I wouldn't mind seeing it, but it doesn't seem to be going too well for them, as the try is already down, but this inkjet is going to be retaliating, getting that pick. It's back on a neutral situation for both of these teams, actually, now. It's just left for Eli to try and hunt themselves off. They do find one, trading each other out right now. It's the advantage of Narwhal right now.
Yeah, it looks like actually Nawal is going to be moving forward there. We can see Ripping's on the tower. I think having the pencil here especially is definitely going to be a huge help. You can get way more attack tools out, I think, with pencil than you can necessarily with the N-Try. And with the N-Try having been gone down first on the side of the pick up. My goodness, what is this fight that was bringing? I saw 2 players on the side of Nawal Gaming go down there, but this tower's going to be rolling forward. This is, my goodness me, this is like difficult to actually come back from, I think. Just look at how much Nawal Gaming has taken control. Skillful pickup is going to have to come back, hopefully retake with this inkjet, I think.
No, yeah, definitely. Using the inkjet to retake the stacks is so important, but I don't think that has gone too well, as the Blaster Custom is holding them back, as the Wiper on the side of Skillful Pickup is trying their best to hold on to that stack, because look at that, they still fight for so long, but the paint is still so blue, and I don't think Skillful Pickup is able to find that much space at the moment, because one of them just went down on the side to the splash, but that's a 2 trade immediately going into that, so the cooler advantage may just come in handy here on the side of Normal Gaming, as on the side of Normal, 2 now down on the side of it. And the skirmish is still going on. Retake on the side of Skillful Pickup is initiating. Hopefully this turns around for them right now, Willie.
Yeah, they were really trying to go for that fight around on the side there, but I think being able to at least force back Nawal Gaming, Skillful Pickup might be able to make some kind of push forward here. We're seeing actually pretty aggressive array of specials come out all at once.
Wow!
The Inkjet and the Zuka being able to hold them back. 2 players have gone down on the side of Nawal Gaming here. I think Skillful Pickup might be in a little bit of a roll. That was like a bunch of specials like placed very close together, and with a couple players going down as well, this push might not be going for as long as they hoped it would go for, as Nawal Gaming is already able to kind of move back in fairly quickly and take back control of their stack.
Definitely, because both of these teams are also just pushing up without like ample painting. They're trying to find these picks as soon as they can to be able to clear up that space so they don't have to worry about it. And neither team is like playing these super off angles that they have to worry about these paints anymore. Because look, they're all just diving onto the tower now, and it's going to be a free down situation on the side of Skillful Pickup, and just lift up the blaster right now to try and hold onto it while the crab tank is out on the tower. See, like you said, it's so awesome on that tower.
Tank.
Yeah, on the stack now, trying to hold back.
This is what I was thinking about, right? So, in terms of the map geometry, being able to get like a really nicely placed crab tanker, you still get pretty shredded very easily because of how far you are pushed up and how you have quite a fair bit of cover to actually move back in and kind of fight around. We gotta wipe out that. You know, when I'm trying to talk about like my experience of playing crab tank here, all these things happen on the screen already. I missed that wipeout you take over line.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the wipeout is going to be very helpful for Skillful to be able to retake, but it's already a desperate situation for both of these players, trading each other around. In still neutral, Nero with the blaster, now able to find the third. It's just going to be a 1v1 situation in mid right now, with the covers of both of these teams throwing Vizzy bombs to try and, you know, paint up mid, because that's what you need to do before going up that push. The hit control is looking so in favor of Narwhal right now that Skillful, I don't think they have a chance to push in, but the Inkjets and the Zuka may be able to help trying to go through. They have all their specials dialed up. Hopefully they don't all use it at once, because if they do, that's going to be a blunder. But no, the Inkjet's going to come out now, trying to counter that crab tank, trying to find more space, trying to get this blaster out. Ooh, but they're going to get canned, aren't they? No, they're not. They're going to get saved. Actually, they did. My bad.
Oh yeah, it's just like every single time they try and get some footing with these specials, they tend to just be taken out very quickly, very promptly by Nawal Gaming here. But you know, this might be an opportunity for them to be able to move back in, because a couple of players in Nawal Gaming have started to go down. We can see already Ursan here is trying to push up and camp this ledge, but they're actually getting slapped on all around by Nawal Gaming, knowing exactly how to make the most of like that precarious position when you're surrounded by your opponent's ink like that. And even if we go back into a neutral game, Nawal Gaming is going to tip that in their favor right now with the tactical. I don't know if is Answer have anything to say about that. Unfortunately, they all get wiped out off of the back of that, with Nawal Gaming taking the tower. Doesn't look like they're just going to be riding this to the end of the line, but to the end of the match anyway, just securing their win and taking the first game off Skillful Pickup.
Yeah, definitely. Skillful pickup, unfortunately, and the last second did a full wipe. That means Narwhal is going to be able to take game one going into this. And I must say, both of these teams are playing like very aggressively for how both of their comps would want to work. And they made it work, and you know, it's nothing to be ashamed about, because their specials, their range, their values, everything seems to be meshing up very good right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think Nawal Gaming has just been able to have like a very consistent paint. I gotta say, in that match, what I saw was they were able to capitalize off pretty any little tiny thing that that Skillful Pickup might have been doing that could potentially be punished. Like if they had a bunch of specials popped all together, they won't be able to they won't have necessarily that advantage of chaining it over a longer period of time to hold back Nawal Gaming, which meant that like some of their pushes, even though they managed to get a number of points on the board, Nawal Gaming could basically just come back from that knowing that there was a little bit more vulnerability there. And I think they definitely played against Skillful Pickup's vulnerability throughout like a lot of those fights as well, regarding Skillful Pickup's positioning. I mean, was a Rainmaker Scorch Gorge actually. Actually, no. Do you have more to say? I don't want to.
Yeah, because the Normal was the one with the no, it was the Skillful Pickup on the side that they had double bucket plus wiper, right? Yeah, it was. Yeah. And that just didn't turn out really well, because with all that AOE, you can't really move up unless you can have an effective kill time or like have an effective like range. You know, because for the try they have to dive a lot to get those kills, but you also want to be able to get that cooler output. For the machine, you want to be able to support your teammates, but also having a Zuka out once in a while so you can get those off picks. And then a Wiper is a Wiper. The Wiper can do a lot of things.
Wiper is really good at just like being able to stay back but still initiate fights without being in range of a short range weapon. However, I can't talk too much about that because we do have to go on. We could have a look at this Wiper and see what it does, just so we can.
Ooh, interesting.
More. But actually, what's very interesting here is that we are seeing Nero on the side of Nawal Gaming actually bring out the Kraken, bring out the 96 Deco, and actually seeing another gal come out on release the Kraken. We'll release the Kraken a little bit, not too early in the game, however. But actually, what we're talking about regarding the we did see at the very start of the game actually the Wiper kind of just try to scope that. Ooh, hang on, I can't actually see the map at the moment.
Oh, there it is. It's back. Hello. Hey, it's back on our
back.
screen. We
Okay.
can see it, but it's just going to be a big skirmish on 2 down on the side of Skillful pickup. Rainmaker is being picked up by Norval, already taking the initiative. Don't know what happened, but the Inkjet snipe coming from Eli is going to stop that push entirely. No
was
pushes
nice.
for you. Yeah.
That was so nice. Yeah, it looks like actually they got this pop for free, but that booty bomb is going to be holding them back just momentarily. Does look like that pop isn't going to be neutralizing anything just yet, as Nawal Gaming is already right back up in their faces, looking for a fight here. Trying to get this Tri-Slosher out of the picture. I'm seeing this fight happening.
Yeah.
But I reckon with the help of the rest of the team, we can really get rid of that problem happening on the side here. It does look like, this is what I was talking about, is the great thing about Whiprays is that you can stay back outside of shooter range and really annoy them. Even like when you are like up against 2 short range players like we saw just then, you might go down to 2 of them, but in any case you've diverted their attention just enough if you're playing to distract, that you can get a little bit of an advantage. We're actually seeing how Skillful Pickup does have that advantage state right now, and with the help of the whale is going to be starting to move
Hammer
forward.
and
They
the
have taken
whale!
lead, and they have taken the checkpoint as well.
That's free
With
as well!
Whiprays going down.
It's just gonna be a panic booyah
Nice,
too
this is good
for
them.
Ali's. Yeah, Ali's just having to pop that panic booyah. Actually able to get the pop by themselves off of the Wiper only as well. That situation is turning out much better than I thought. Normal is actually able to hold on to their side on the ramp right now. Getting a pick also, unfortunately trading out. This is also just going to be a rain reset. Like, it wasn't the worst situation that you could think of, but the Tri-Slosher Assad is going to be able to get another kill onto the splash immediately, and I still haven't seen any much Kraken action yet. Nero has to find something here with that Kraken, I think, because if they don't have an opening with any of these specials that they have, they can't go in. Because look, they're all just stuck on the plat right now, and that's a double coming from the Inkjet. That's huge. That's gonna enable them to even move forward. The Disha has the Rainmaker here. Are they gonna be able to carry it all the way? Nah, it's just down to 14. 14 is good though.
Yeah, of course, you don't have to take it all the way to the end. They did get the pop though, so they may be able to pick it up once again just to cheese a few more points on the board, but they are going to be stopped right there. However, they're still in such a good position this far into the match already. But, Nawal Gaming, even if they have, like, the player advantage at the moment, it's going to take them quite a lot more work for them to actually get to some kind of advantage state by the time they get back into mid, because Skillful Pickup is just really making their way to defend already. They don't have to think about pushing to the end too much in these last few fights necessarily, but what they do have to make sure of is that Nawal Gaming doesn't actually get a lead off the back of any fights they might win here.
But the Inkjet from Eli has been just killing the Rainmaker so many times. They found so much value out of mid, out of their snipe, out of everywhere. It just so feels like that they have complete control and like pace control or just like map control of everything that they want to do. Skillful Pickup is just tearing it right now, but Asana is going to be sharking through mid. Let's see if they can find something through. They found one trade, but that's going to be the end of that story as Nero has that Kraken ready and dialed up, and let's release that Kraken and see what they can do. Unfortunately so, the Rainmaker is going to get caught out when Nero was trying to go in the back lines now. Nero on their ramp. Are they going to be able to notice and hold them back as Nero is contesting the ball point? Unfortunately, Eli has the upper hand with the high ground, and their turf going into this Rainmaker Shield contestant.
Yeah, it actually looks like, I was thinking, Kraken really is fantastic on flat terrain, and that is not the flattest of terrain here. There are lots of sharp turns you have to really be thinking about, and also places to get a bit more height advantage, which can be a little bit annoying for Kraken to have to deal with. It definitely slows you down, so I do think that Kraken was kind of in a tricky spot there. We are, however, going to the last few seconds at the moment. If you lose the ring, oh my goodness, we might actually be hoping for an overtime push. However, if we do manage to get an overtime push, which I don't think is likely considering where Skillful Pickup is really trying to step, especially with the Gal here, I'm not sure if they're necessarily going to be able to even touch that Rainmaker as it gets reset in these last couple of seconds. With Skillful Pickup taking game 2.
Yeah, that was just that Waymaker placement on whoa, that Rainmaker placement was just like it's too far out of reach. Even if they got that pop, they had no time on the overtime scale, because I think it's just like around 10 seconds you have after the pop if your enemy has a Rainmaker and you killed them with it. That just wasn't enough time, and that will be a game 3 that we're going into, Lily, into Crab Lake Capital.
Crab. I love crab. I love crab
Crab.
tank. I mean, crab tank on the side of Nawal Gaming. In those first two matches, I have not really been paying attention to what people are doing with crab tank on crab leg because I feel like it's just been a long time since like it's been like the special, the only special. But I'm enjoying seeing it kind of make a not necessarily a return, but being considered, yeah, this is actually good at holding space. This is good at like creating like a pathway for your team to kind of move into and really hold back your opponents. It can get shredded pretty quickly. People do move around and take it out if it's in a vulnerable position, of course. But also the other special of choice I tend to see here in particular is Zuka as well. Actually, you know what? We have seen Zuka on the side of Skillful Pickup, and I was just thinking, with all the greats that you get here on Crabler Capital,
Yeah.
that's perfect for Splatlings. You're
Yeah,
a backline player.
'cause
You're a backline
yeah.
player. Tell us
I
about
mean,
that.
the crab-like capital, right? It's not like the best for backlines in my opinion. Because if you go charger here, great sightlines, open mid. But as soon as you try to take mid, it's gonna be super risky for anyone specialing you, trying to sneak up on you on the walls, or just like going off angles on the side that you have to turn around to fight against. And then if splatlings are perfect here, because you have the flexibility of both, and also able to cross grades with the fast speed that you have with the run speed that you have. But regardless, if you have crab tank here too, it's just going to be 2-in-1 in a sense. But also blasters, as we've seen recently in the meta, or just like recently in
actually,
games, are pretty
Nawal
decent,
Gaming has been playing Blaster in that first match, which has been pretty good here, but they're not going to be bringing it out. They do have, however, Zuka, and they're sticking with the Kraken, which I think, of course, is pretty standard to have in a clan blitz in terms of if you want to keep those jumps in. We are going to the game at the match at the moment. I think also Skillful Pickup is sticking to a very similar comp. I think they switched. I don't know if they switched Vipers exactly. We're seeing already the splash go down inside of Nawal Gaming. Eli. Oh my goodness! It does look like that inkjet is going to be taken out already. 2 plays down on either side. It is going to go back to a fairly neutral game, but Skillful Pickup is definitely trying to make something happen.
Yeah, definitely. That 2K coming from ripping with the pencil was just so nice. On that inkjet cancel, on that other person that they have splatted, it's just going to be huge. But Ants, they have the hammer behind them on the crab. That's gonna shred it, but that's not gonna kill anyone. Unfortunately, hammer sometimes just doesn't work, people. As unfortunate. But they do have a power climb on the side of Skillful Pickup. The Kraken is gonna come out, but the grates, you can't go through the grates narrow. As a Kraken, you're just gonna fall through. But now they get the kill back on that Wiper, and they're trying to find even more on their side, distracting them as long as they need to. But Eli is going to be able to cover that off with the inkjet, holding onto the top right side as well, maybe creating a big opening for Skillful Pickup to be able to enter. And they found another pick here.
There we go, and there is that barrier broken. That first power clam coming in as Nawal Gaming is going to be respawning at the moment. They don't have any specials online, so they're really going to have to work hard to try and win this fight and force force Skillful Pickup back. Rather, Skillful Pickup is still trying to hold them back. We can see already Anch trying to stay alive around the side and constantly be a little bit of a menace, some kind of pest here, but they are going to get Ultra Stamp cancelled, so not getting any value off the back of that. They did slow down Nawal Gaming's respawn though, which I think will definitely count for something. They definitely need that paint coming out from ripping to be able to move back in. Here comes the Tacticaler, and there's the Crab Tank as well. Let's see what play is going to come out off the back of this.
Ooh, nicely killed there on the right side on the Tri-Slosher. That's going to hurt the pacing on Skillful Pickup, because now they don't have their cooler to be able to back themselves up. But they don't need that, because Eli with that inkjet is going to be ripping and tearing on that left side, finding one as the Kraken is forced out on the side of Narrow. Maybe they're going for the Kraken cheese here. Are they going to be able to go for it? Yes, they are. They're going to get the jump in and going to get the power in. Unfortunately, they didn't get the kill in time as Disha barely dodges that Zuka, holding onto their dear life, as now that they only got 1 power clamp in. That only just going to give you 80 score that you're going to need a little bit more, just a little tiny bit more. Maybe 1 power clamp and another couple clamps, they can take the lead. But this is still in favor of Skillful Pickup with the score of 59 remaining, as 2 down now on the side of Skillful Pickup and another 2 down now on the side of Nawal Gaming. What just happened?
Well, we saw like that Crab Tank come out and get a pick earlier, but you know, these fights just tend to be happening so quickly at the moment with the amount of open space here that if you're able to get like specials out very quickly, or if you're able to take a couple of fights very quickly and leave someone out in the open and vulnerable, then you can just move in and grab some more, like we saw just there that someone vulnerable take but still managed to get a pick. Still out in the open, just tends to go down, and pretty much a trade here. So you are seeing a little bit of these scrappy fights play out as both teams are trying to vie for some kind of advantage state, and it's not quite happening yet. They're trying to definitely wait for the right moment, because both of these teams, I think, know that if either of the teams gets a power slam in, their lead Skillful Pickups lead is going to be very, very quickly, not be a lead anymore. Speaking of it getting an advantage, say, of some kind, this Zuka's definitely looking for something here. Not finding anything, but still hopefully being able to force Skillful Pickup back just long enough to be able to maintain the space that they've got.
Yeah, 2 down on their side, as now the pencil also went down just now with the cooler. Unfortunately, it's just going to be a big stagger fest on the side of a normal gaming, because now Skillful Pickup has their cooler ready as well. We're going to follow the 52 trying to go up onto their plaid, going in with that Fizzy, and that wall is just going to be almost there. They're so close. They have the power clamp almost ready as well. They have the specials just now, but that's going to be backed up because that crab is going to be holding them back just a little bit longer. But Skillful Pickup doesn't really have to push this. As long as they can hold on to their side of the map, they don't have to take further push because they already have the lead, but it's going to be a free down now on the side of Skillful Pickup. It's just left on Eli, but that Inkjet, they're going to try something. They're going to try being able to hold on to this. Are they going to be able to do something with 10 seconds left on the clock? They find one, but the crack and cheese is going to come in soon. Narrow has that jump here. They're going to say this way. That jump is going to come in. Overtime's going to start right now, Lily.
Yeah, there's the overtime. They need to get more clams in those. Skillful Pickup still have a fighting chance if they can just hold back Nawal Gaming here. But Nawal Gaming is still trying to move in. They have a few clams coming in, but they're going 3 players down. And even if they did manage to get one extra clam in, that is still their team wiped out. Skillful Pickup still managing to hold them off just for long enough. My goodness, those Inkjet shots, when that Inkjet was the last one alive towards the end of that match, knowing that, oh my goodness, 3 players of my team Skillful Pickup have gone down and it's just me. I'm gonna have to fend them off myself. That was still absolutely an incredible moment for their team, knowing that, you know, there was that crack and cheese that was coming in. It could have spelt the end if Skillful Pickup knew that during the small amount of time you have in overtime, if you can hold them back just for long enough, and with that smaller lead as well, you can still hold on. And that's what we saw there, which was, I think absolutely testament to how Skillful Pickup was able to defend that.
I mean, as well as at the end there, the Machine Neo had like 7 clamps in total. If they could have built a power clamp fast enough and got up to their plaid, maybe they could have, you know, went in and threw that power clamp in the end and got that lead. But unfortunately, it's just going to be not enough. And we saw in action how strong Skillful Pickup has with their Inkjet on the side, on the ballpoint, has been holding on for so long as when their teammates were down. And applaud to them. That's not something that you can pull off every single time. And they've done it, Skillful Pickup. They're going to move on to top 4. And we're going to be joining you later afterwards when we got that game set up. And let's look at the brackets real quick. ENRAGE Girls and XOXO moved up, Lily!
Ooh, ENRAGE Girls and XOXO have moved up. These XOXO is a team that I've been watching for a little while as well. ENRAGE Girls, actually we've got a couple of ENRAGE teams here. ENRAGE cosplayers and ENRAGE Girls. I think the girl power is gonna be moving on. However, apologies to ENRAGE cosplayers. But also the other team in top 4 here, Honey Badger, Skillful Pickup. We did see Skillful Pickup just before, but something that was very interesting to me looking at this this bracket is that Honey Badger managed to take the top seed 2-0 against Blue Gem Karambit, which is a fantastic pickup of top level players that, you know, I was kind of looking forward to see again on stream, but it does look like they are going to be going home after this tournament, after that round that they just played in round 2. Yeah, but Honey Badger, really looking forward to seeing them play against Skillful Pickup. Or seeing them play. I'm not sure exactly who we'll be seeing next. It might be ENRAGE Girls next. So we'll be back to take a look.
Yeah, we'll be back. Welcome back. We're here with semifinals on Swimmer Sync 131. We have Enrage Girls versus XOXO. Right now, here with me once again, it is Lily Gravy Bread. Lily, I know you have a lot to talk about XOXO here, so spill the tea. Let me know what's up on that side.
Okay, so XOXO is a team that I've been watching for a little while. I know that they've got some very, very strong players. I think ever since they came very close to winning, or won Squid Junction a little while ago, I've been thinking, oh, these players are really interesting to watch out for. I know Mox in particular, I've seen them play Octobrush, being able to kind of go in and create really good openings for their team, getting some crucial picks, especially early on in the game, to create an advantage state that like their opponents just might try to scramble to get back in from. So that's definitely a team to watch out for. I think they won. Did they win the previous Swimmer Sync?
I don't remember. Oh, no, yeah, XOXO won the last. XOXO won the last 130 SOS. I believe
okay.
that was. And on the side of Enrage, I don't know. Enrage, you know, still Enrage. It's still, you know, the people that we know and love from Enrage. Just don't know why Enrage Jeff isn't here today. Don't get to see Sploosh anymore. Sad.
Oh,
no Sploosh.
Sploosh is such a fantastic weapon to see played effectively, I think, because like just having those rat weapons that can just go in.
Rat weapons, Lily. Rat weapons, really?
Yeah, rat weapons. It's like being a little rat, you know.
Okay. Then what rat weapon would be really awesome on Hacklefish Market zones? What is your rat weapon of choice? For me, I don't know. I would be going for.
I still think Sploosh should be fun to see here because, like, I know you said we probably won't be seeing Sploosh at all, but I still think Sploosh should be fun to see here because of the Ultra Stamp and because we've got like fairly good avenues for Ultra Stamp to kind of make a mess on and really be annoying for the other team because this is a fairly flat map as well. And with good sightlines also to throw that hammer as well, so it could be good, I think, but you know, being able to move in. The problem is that the flanks aren't great here. They're not as good as
I mean, in terms of like how the zones game is played, you cannot go any worse than hagglefish zones, in my opinion, with all the competitive map modes that we have in our map pools. But we're gonna see Shot is on E-leader scoped, especially not something you see very often nowadays, but it is very interesting, and they're running Haunt as well, maybe in preparation for maybe getting caught out by a Zuka or something. But we also see that Stamper Nouveau Neo, I still don't know what to call it, on the side of XOXO as well. And that crab is already going up on the side of XOXO. Mamper is already going to be forcing them out under their zone, even though that cooler is down. I don't think anybody's going to be able to get it, Lily.
Yeah, actually, XOXO, you mentioned crab. They're running a double crab comp, which isn't something I've seen for a long time. I feel like it's 2022 all over again here. But you know, XOXO, they have the first zone cap already. They've been playing extremely well, especially with cooler here. You might get a cooler out very early on as well with the help of Ma on the pencil here. I think their cap, I think, is just there to provide any
Whoa!
that crab is going to be cancelled, and Rage is going to be taking the zone at the moment.
Oh
wow,
my
another
god!
Cancelled crab. These crabs are going to go extinct. I think they don't want to repeat of the first meta that we saw in this game.
Yeah, it definitely won't be repeating because Missa has gotten 2 crab shutdowns in a row, back to back with success. That's not something that you can pull off every single time, and that's just impressive coming from Missa there. But Zone is going to get flipped back on the side of ENRAGE Girls now, and the penalty points is getting over, and now the lead is back in favor of ENRAGE Girls. Crab from the side of XOXO is going to try and say something about that because the zone is back onto neutral and on their favor now with the cooler down ready to go. This is looking for a very strong push on the side of XOXO, but that whale is going to be stalling that out just a little bit longer. If XOXO can hold on just a little bit longer, then maybe they can hold on and onto their space, but no, it is going to be ENRAGE Girls pushing through the zone and getting out. They fell.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oops. This is going to be ENRAGE Girls holding it. I actually want to say that every single time XOXO is going to be popping a crab, I feel like ENRAGE Girls is always going to have a better idea of where XOXO is going to be placing it, and every single crab will become gradually more and more risky. Now, you can see the crabs are actually going to have to move further back into a much safer position if they want to be able to help their team to move back in. They did just to recap the zone, but it is in a neutral position at the moment, so they're going to have to work just a little bit more to be able to get back. But ENRAGE Girls, they're just going to be having it once again, holding the lead they've already managed to get on XOXO. It is like a fight for mid at the moment, and I don't exactly know which team is going to come out on top here just yet.
Yeah, both of these teams are still striving to hold on to that zone. And then the crabs on the side of XOXO is actually putting up so much pressure and putting up so much space that I think ENRAGE has to play so unconventionally, so like on the side, waiting for the crab tank to just wait it out or just like getting them off a really awkward angle. Even though XOXO has their penalty points out, ENRAGE Girls is going to get that zone relatively for free when free down on the side of XOXO 5 seconds ago here. But they do have a cooler ready. They do have that special charge up advantage of not being in zone, and as well as now ENRAGE Girls is able to hold on to that defense, getting 2 picks down actually. It's going to be cooler respawns onto the side of XOXO, trying to find something to work with. No penalty points left on the ENRAGE Girls. So now trying to push back into zone with the crab, with the pencil, with everything else, but they're not going to be able to find anything. They only found the 52 so far, and if they want to be pushing it forward, they gotta be able to clear out this with the crab. But there's only 15 seconds left on the clock. Pencil did went down just now. Back on the neutral here. Only 15 points left. ENRAGE Girls has to hold on to this if they want to get that clean KO. Getting 2 more picks here, that's just going to be enough, I think. But the Zuka is going to come out. Are they going to be able to find 2 picks here? No. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Even more picks going down, and that's going to be a KO on the side of ENRAGE Girls. Holy moly.
Oh, what a great KO that was. And I was thinking, you know, every single, as we saw those crab cancels earlier on in the game, when those crabs from XOXO had to play more and more safe when they were just trying to get their team back in, it felt like, you know, they're going to be, every single crab spot they're going to be popping is going to be more and more vulnerable. And we saw later on, whenever they tried to get people back in, with the help of that crab trying to push ENRAGE Girls back out of the way, and ENRAGE Girls was just able to kind of harass those crabs and reduce the amount of value that they were trying to get every single time. It was only that, I think it was only that time, I feel, where XOXO managed to get their crab in mid. They had control of the zone, and could push ENRAGE Girls out to the sides to stop ENRAGE Girls from being able to contest it, that's when I think that we saw probably the most value out of those crabs, aside from at the very start of the game, that initial push from XOXO. But you know, also having that pencil being taken out towards the very end, that was pretty much the only weapon that could reach the zone from up on top of that tent that was really trying to contest that zone. If they managed to have someone out there to paint the zone with it, then we could have seen perhaps like a zone neutralization or flip or something to stop the KO from the side of XOXO, but ENRAGE Girls were already pushed up so far ahead that like they were just denying any opportunity for XOXO to come back in from that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like the double crabs are nice and all, but I don't think they were properly spaced out. That ENRAGE just had a better opening, or just like had a better life cycle to be able to counter that. It's going to be a junior coming out instead of a Zuka. No Zuka on the side of ENRAGE Girls, and no Range Blaster on the side of XOXO is coming out now. No more double crab, but it is going to be a Range Blaster and a switch up on the junior. Both have very different approaches to this setup here, because Lily, if the bubble can be used on the tower, that does not just mean that you can push the tower. You can set up your E-leader onto a more aggressive spot and able to enable that stack, or maybe just enable onto their bats if you really wanted your leader to be perching there and getting some picks. But that's going to be already that first checkpoint reaching from the side of ENRAGE Girls. The blaster able to pick them off on the first 30 seconds here, and it's going to be retaliating back in.
Yeah, I think Blaster was a really good choice for XOXO here, being able to actually push back the offensive positions from ENRAGE Girls. Already we can see them being able to take control, trying to take control over the bats as well to push ENRAGE Girls back from being able to retake, but that Blaster being taken out of the game is, I think, really going to at least help ENRAGE Girls be able to move back into the next push. But that's still going to be a push down to 53. That is a very good position to be in. Having got to that second checkpoint, they still haven't been able to get through it, however, and it is a difficult checkpoint, I think, to break. If they had like a bubble or something, or some kind of extra HP that they can work with, or something. I mean, they do have the AoE that you can get from the
Hype Boy, are you gonna get cleared out here? I don't think they know. Do they know? Hype Boy is just trying to avoid that wave breaker as long as they can. But now they're on the offensive, but unfortunately having to jump out in the end as well. Just in the left little corner, you know, Hype Boy is just over there, like, you know, jumping and avoiding, trying their best not to get hit by the wave breaker. Is not something you see every day. That shark isn't going too well, and freaked down now on the side of XOXO, unfortunately. ENRAGE Girls is actually able to push through that checkpoint without relative control on that bats, but the bombs and the picks is enough for them to be able to go through, as shot on that tower is able to ride it through into third checkpoint with 2 down now on the side of ENRAGE Girls, having to abandon that push. Just barely going through the checkpoint, but Missa is actually going to try it. Cast the jump in, actually able to go through that checkpoint and getting the pick as well. They're actually able to push through that checkpoint, getting down to a 7 remaining, Lily. 93 points on Ink Block Tower. That's a lot.
That is a lot, but that is not going to be the end of the game just yet, as ENRAGE Girls, even though they have that such strong lead here, Hype Boy is going to be trying to force them back, and look how much space XOXO have to play with at the moment. Every single player, actually, you can see that Gal already trying to stay alive here, looking for a pick, unfortunately going down there. You know, when you're surrounded by enemy ink, that's always going to be a very precarious position, as we saw from Hype Boy earlier. It's just one of those spots where, you know, if you can pull it off, you can pull it off, but if you're going to have to jump out to avoid death, then that's kind of what you got to do as well. However, XOXO is going to be trying to retake control here, but with 2 players having gone down, 3 players rather, that is going to be the end of that push. ENRAGE Girls still in the lead and still coming back strong as well. I think that XOXO have still a lot of work to do regarding being able to control that very difficult area to control. Oh my goodness, 2 players. 3 players have gone down on ENRAGE Girls. XOXO, actually, Range Blaster kind of popping up here. This is very interesting to see. You might actually see another attempt at push. Getting another push, especially on the cooler weapon. that's fantastic for XOXO. They
The
really
blaster
need to
is
be able
going
to-
crazy! They just got like a
Yeah.
complete kill streak on like one after another. It's just non-stop from Kuman right now. Able to find so many picks onto this map mode. It is just perfect for the amount of ledges that it wants to get. And with the cooler, you have perfect accuracy. It is just gone and over. But now let's see how long they can last on this tower push with 1 minute remaining. They're gonna approach that third checkpoint relatively soon. Lucas here with the bubble is gonna be able to hold on to their side just a little bit longer, but Hype Boy with that melee is gonna be able to shut it down, and as well as Shot on the pencil,
wow.
able to finish it off with 40 seconds left. They are 7 points away from that lead on XOXO. If they really want to be able to get this win, they have to be able to take back the tower, go onto their map, go onto their bats, and able to find something. They did find 2. They're actually able to get back on that tower. It's not too far off the mat yet. It's not too far off. They can actually make this work. Lily, this is going really, really close here.
This is so close. Like, I think they were definitely cooking with it, being able to get that blaster up there as well to be able to cap those ledges, but that's going to be, oh my goodness, that's going to be a quick snipe on the tower right there. Things are looking good for XOXO, and Rage Girls are just popping up with their defense here, stopping them at every opportunity they try to get to actually get that exact combination of specials like Grab Tank, Bazooka, and also the range blast that they had before. That is going to be the end of that game, with Enraged Girls taking 2-0 of last week's Swim or Sink winners. Amazing set, and I have to say an amazing defense from Enraged Girls, especially as XOXO was showing such a promising push earlier with the help of those 2 specials, plus that range blaster popping off like that. My goodness, what a match.
Yeah, what a match indeed, but that's gonna be a 2-0 kick into XOXO in the gut, because that's just gonna knock them out of this tournament now. Enrage is going to be moving on into, is it grand finals here? Yes, and we're waiting on Honey Badger or Skillful Pickup to decide who is going to be fighting for the winner of
131 Swim or Sink.
and I believe, yeah, Enrage Girls is strong in this lead right now.
Absolutely strong. However, XOXO, they're not quite kicked out just yet. There is a 3rd place match that they will be moving on to. Depending on who loses out on the match between Honey Badger and Skillful Pickup at the moment, they are going to be playing against whoever loses that one. And the winner of the Honey Badger Skillful Pickup match is going to be playing Enraged Girls in the grand finals in round 4 of Great White.
No, definitely, yeah. I mean, Enrage just had such a strong way of like asserting their space, asserting their picks. And you know, the Bubble Junior, I didn't expect it to work so well, but they have gotten so much more space, denied that blaster a couple of times, and you know, just the Wavebreaker or 2 just giving the space that sometimes that they need is not something you see often. Because currently, Wavebreaker just doesn't seem to have a good place in the meta right now due to how like small value that it has and the amount of usage that you need to be able to set it up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I as a junior player, I love seeing, well, I'm sometimes a junior player. I'm not a junior main anymore, but I'm sometimes a junior player. I love seeing junior, especially V junior with Bubble, work really well on tower control. And it's a little bit unfortunate that C junior is in a tough spot with the kit that it has, because you know, if you want torpedoes, you've got the Wiper for that. If you want Wavebreaker, which you kind of don't want all the time necessarily, it's great on Manta Maria. It's great on Manta Maria, but like other weapons, probably going to be a lot more valuable, I think. Like the range blaster sometimes, or the heavy sometimes as well. But you know, it's not necessarily the strongest special in my opinion. Anyway.
Yeah, definitely not. But I mean, in certain map modes, you're gonna find some use for it. And in my opinion, it is just a matter of how well a team can use it. But regardless, this is going to be round 3 here, and hopefully by the time they're done on their set, we're gonna go into finals and see who Enraged Girls is going to be going up against. So we'll catch you guys when that is ready. Lily.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Swim or Sink 131. It is I, Lily Gravy Bread. Once again, you can just call me Lily, and I'm splashing around the waves here, trying to drag Lila Ross Beatscope back to shore so we can commentate Skillful Pickup. Wait, not Skillful Pickup. Honey Badger. We had a little bit of a thing. It does look like these top 4 teams, however, are all going to be playing in different, a little bit differently from how we expected anyway. Still, Honey Badger and Enrage Girls, Lila, these are going to be our top 2 teams vying for the top spot. And in potential third place is going to be Skillful Pickup and XOXO, which we've seen earlier on in this Great White bracket. However, Honey Badger and Enrage Girls, how do you feel about this matchup?
Oh, first things first. Thank you for dragging me out. I was eating sand, but both of these teams seems to be really strong. We saw in Rage Girls how effective they can play their comps to be with the E-leader, with the junior, with the shooters, whatchamagig that you call it, and then Honey Badger on their side, Spec, Len, Proto, Rin, very notable players as well, not just, some people that you can look away and shy away from. They've made it all the way here into Grand Finals with only like, what you said, 2 games dropped in total right now so far? 2 games dropped?
Hang on, let me have a look at Honey Badger. They have dropped 1 game to Skillful Pickup and 1 to Cat Girls. So yeah, they've only dropped 2 games here. Enrage Girls, however, they have been smooth sailing. They have not dropped a single game just yet. So this is going to be very interesting. You mentioned some of the players here. We did see Enrage Girls with the junior come out, and that has a bubble. I'm curious to see if Len is going to be playing the vanilla blaster, because I know that Len is a blaster enjoyer. I believe that's Len, right?
Yeah, I believe it is. I believe it's it is that Len. But yeah, looking at it, Honey Badger has only dropped 2 games so far as well. Enrage, fighting through their way here right now, also has only dropped. Actually, they have not dropped a single game so far.
Enrage have been smooth sailing through this set, through this bracket already. So
yeah,
it's gonna come down to this. Will Honey Badger be able to take anything off Enrage Girls here? I'm excited. You're excited.
My point of view is they've made it all the way into grand finals here, right? It's not about winning or losing, it's about getting those results. Swimmer Sync, you get to fight so many different teams, and you're not going to be fighting the same team again in any possible way. So it's a place to get results, the place to see where you are in this time of the day, in this time of the year, in this time of the month, in this time of the week, whatever it is. It is going to be Swimmer Sync, but we're going into Museum Clam Blitz. Me personally, it's a fan favorite for me.
I was just playing this in Opens before with a friend. Clam Blitz Museum. I have a newfound love for this.
Really?
For this map mode. Yeah.
Is it because of the crab tanks?
You know what? I think it is. I think because I've kind of switched back to playing crab tanks and realizing this is such a fun map to play crab tanks on. I don't know necessarily if we'll be seeing crab tanks here, but it's definitely something that you can bring out. What I'm wanting to see is what Len can do to really camp those ledges. Perhaps pop a bubble, because of course Bubble's gonna be pretty good. I think Bubble is a little bit undervalued or underappreciated. I think Bubble is underappreciated, and seeing what Len has been able to do in the past with Bubble, just to be able to get some really interesting off angles, protecting themselves and providing some kind of distraction against the defending team to allow an opening when you've got that split attention from the defending team. I do think that we can see some pretty good pushes off the back of like a really nice bubble placement, but it does depend on I'm hoping Len will pick some kind of blaster, but it depends if we'll be seeing that exact blaster or not, because we do have a brand new blaster, custom blaster, which is
custom blaster
as well.
Yeah. We saw one time in stream just now with the custom blaster. It's so, I don't know, because Bubble and Autobomb just seems like a better combo than Marker and Splashdown. But I mean, both of them have their uses. But in a more consistent way, in a perfect world, I believe the Vanilla Blaster has a better way in handling the situations that are going to be present here. But in my professional experience with the scope in my handle, Lila Recipe scope, wink wink, I totally have no bias saying that Chargers are going to be really strong on this map because of that mid, and I believe one of these teams is gonna whip this out, and I believe it's a shot on the side of ENRAGE that's gonna be holding it out. Let's see, that's gonna be the Vanilla Blaster on the side of Honey Badger as well, and then the E-Leader on the side of ENRAGE Girls coming out as well, and the player swap actually on the side of ENRAGE Girls. They've swapped in Minita, Uwu, Uwu's here, Uwu's here.
Okay, we are gonna be seeing little shooter on the side of ENRAGE Girls here, which I think is interesting. It's not necessarily the most ledge campy weapon comp, which I think is definitely very good on this map, but they are going to be trying to go in and trying to win some fights. However, Honey Badger, they still got their numbers out. They still have like a bit more of an advantage just in terms of being able to control.
Whoa, where did that Zuka
come down, taking control of the map. Oh my goodness!
The off-camera Zuka jump scare is real. They got 2 picks onto mid just now with it. Now Missa is going to be trying to push onto their side with that Zuka, building that power climb as well, throwing it back. Now the mid is in control of ENRAGE Girls after that Zuka coming from Uwu. It's going to be actually good enough to hold on to this mid. Even with the Crab Tank coming out, they're not going to be able to find too much space as they find 1 pick onto their side. ENRAGE Girls is actually going to be starting this push, hopefully getting in, but no. Nina's going to get caught out by Rin when the shot here. Finding a second one too onto the E-Leader. Ooh, they're gonna get the third here. No, unfortunately getting caught out. Getting a free trade out now, having to jump out. This is the lay wipe on the side of ENRAGE Girls at this point.
Yeah, Honey Badger is in a good spot to continue their move up forward, but unfortunately, in saying that, when they did try to move forward, they did just get taken out by ENRAGE Girls here. ENRAGE Girls still, like, forcing the neutral game even longer. I'm not sure necessarily if Honey Badger being pushed all that far back when they've got a Zuka online from Minita is going to be in a good position to defend at the moment, as Minita has been able to take 1, but 2 players down on either side, 3 players on ENRAGE Girls. Honey Badger might actually be able to come back in from this.
Yeah, definitely. If they're able to hold, oh, never mind. They're not going to be able to hold on to this as ENRAGE's Missa is actually going to be getting those 2 picks, bringing it back onto Honey Badger's side of the map at the moment. As we saw, like before, Minita is going to be trying to find something here, but that Zuka is going to come in with that special, finding 2 actually. That's huge. Being able to hold on even longer. That's free. That's going to be 3 picks down on the side of Honey Badger, and is going to be pushing in. Unfortunately, the Blasters making quick work. Len able to get 2 picks already instantly when they were trying to push up. This is just going to be a back and forth fight in mid. Nobody is able to go onto their plat for like longer than 5 seconds. That might just change real quick. Oh no, never mind. The suction bomb is going to get caught out onto the side of Honey Badger. 2 down now. 3 down on the side of Honey Badger. It's going to be back onto neutral. Delayed wipe on the side of Honey Badger. ENRAGE Girls still holding onto their plat and mid relatively at ease here.
I want to say the KDs at the end of this match because I'm feeling like they're going to be 10 plus deaths for everyone at the rate they're going, perhaps dropping 20 bombs on all sides as well. We're seeing Lenny kind of popping a bubble just to try and get the rest of Honey Badger in, especially with this Crab Tank as well. Making the jump across, this is a good position for them to try and move in with, but that Zuka is going to be holding them back, forcing them out of position, like, at least even with 1 player going down on Honey Badger as well. This is going to be very, very difficult to push in with because those are some tight spots you're going to have to move through, and ENRAGE Girls have so much control. They know exactly how to win these fights around their spinners. 3 players have gone down on Honey Badger, another one jumping out at the very end there.
Yeah, at the end there, that's just gonna be everyone's gonna be running out of spawn on the side of Honey Badger and as well as the ENRAGE Girls. It was just left off shot on the E-Leader to move on to mid and hold on, but it is an E-Leader. They can't do much in terms of trying to clear up space by themselves, as 2 down now on each side is going to force Shot to try and move up and clear some space with their E-Leader as much as they can with the pressure that they can put down. But it's going to be back to neutral once again. It is already 4 minutes here, Lily, and no one still has scored. We could potentially be looking at a 8-minute clams game once again on stream. We might be seeing that. If Honey Badger can get this push in though, they have a really good momentum here. They have the plat, they have the bubble. They're gonna go up to the top. They're gonna try and score from above. That's not gonna work out immediately. They're gonna get bombed out.
Yeah, but they've got Pain down. The Zuko hopefully being able to get something happening. They do manage to break the barrier open already, and another clam going in as well. This far into the game, it's going to be so difficult for the Enrage Girls to actually be able to get a score off the back of that anytime themselves. It looks like Honey Badger, they are just going to be moving so far forward in terms of the advantage that they have here. My goodness, that was a really good, actually, being able to get that player off from the grates. That was a fantastic awareness just to be able to see what they're doing. You absolutely have to watch up there to stop any kind of push from happening. But Enrage Girls, they've lost 3 players there. I think Honey Badger absolutely on a roll, even like vying to find some kind of opening to even get something else in, because 68, that's not a huge lead, but you know, they're getting
That's just
a
gonna be
position
score!
once again.
Instantly ending the game, yeah.
Ending of the game, that game-ending clam dunk at the very end as well, just to prevent any kind of overtime from happening as well. Pretty good move from Honey Badger. You know, we were saying that this could have been like one of those 8-minute clam games, and I think that Clam Blitz in some cases can almost be a little bit of an endurance test. It's really to test your endurance when you get to that like 1 minute to the end mark and no one's scored yet. It's gonna be like who falters first and who is able to really capitalize off of that. And Honey Badger did that really well.
I have one question though. Who is Misha? They are so good. They just came in and started whipping everyone around with their Zukas, with their shots and the bombs and everything. They were just out on a rampage the whole time. And bear in mind, this is the first upset game on the side of Honey Badger onto Enrage Girls at this point. They have not lost a single game in Enrage Girls, and Honey Badger is able to upset them with the first one immediately. But if they really want to win this, they have to win 2 more, not just 1, because it is a best of 5, and you have to get at least 3 wins in total to be able to get it. But my god, like, Enrage Girls is Misha is something, but Honey Badger was able to find that opening and find that space relatively quicker than Enrage Girls could.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna be talking about, I think, the bubble, because I reckon bubble in that particular match, as we saw when they were setting up that final push, being able to get a really aggressive one just to help someone be able to move in over to the grates as well, being able to stay safe with that, certainly got that power clam further forward and allowed Len to stay alive. We are going to go into this next match, however. Len is going to be sticking to that bubble at the moment, and we are seeing pretty much the same comp come out from both sides here. One player already down on the side of Enrage Girls. Honey Badger being able to take that first zone cap.
Yeah, first zone cap on the side of Honey Badger, although trading out, it doesn't look too good on the side of Honey Badger at the moment, but they did find 2 picks to flip this around immediately as Len finds a second one, immediately leaving Shot the E-Leader to try and hold on to their plat right now at the moment. It is still advantage on the side of Honey Badger with the bubble ready set up as well, holding onto their court. That's going to disrupt the side of Enraged Girls as much as they can, but the snipe coming in from Shot, great shot onto the Stamper, denying their chance of getting a crab as soon as they can and need if they want it. But the zone is still contested in favor of Honey Badger right now, looking very good on momentum, but they find the first pick as they try to swing around from the top, unable to do anything about that. But that's 2 picks on the side of Honey Badger now, 3 down on the side of Honey Badger, and Rage Girls is going to be able to flip that zone with ease.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a very nice zone flip from Enrage Girls here. Honey Badger trying to move back in, trying to get some picks, especially on the zone, will help to recap it, but you know, they just managed to win it up anyway. And I think perhaps if they can find the players in order to take them out of the game just right now, they could potentially continue this hold for even longer. We can see how the crab tank is going to be coming out. Hopefully just to push them back. That crab tank is really going to be shredded or something there on the side. You see Rin here. Rin has set up that had set up in a very aggressive position as well, just to make sure that those longer range weapons were preoccupied to stop having any fight be won from their end as well. It does look like they're going to be losing the pole here just momentarily, but this time is still going to be taken down. This is KO territory for Honey Badger.
Yeah, KO territory indeed, but they're 2 down. It's just left of the shot and the Stamper to be able to hold on the zone. It's just Stamper left now. It's just Rin now left on the 52 under the zone. They're gonna get chased up onto the right side, unfortunately. It is zones back onto Enraged Girls right now. Oh, that catching a stray here, Spec, with that Zuka, unfortunately, when they're jumping in. Now they're jumping out in favor of Enraged Girls now. No penalty points to take down from them, but they do have to get to a near KO score of 6 remaining. That's 94 points in order to be able to... Oh, what is this going on? Hold on! Lucas is jumping up to the top right side where the 52 was unable to find the pick immediately, jumping back and once again. What are they trying to do? They got 2 down to... Oh, it's just shot left now. It's just shot left now.
Okay, now that is interesting. That's not something I typically tend to see. Of course, the 52 is a great weapon of being able to hold really tight spaces like that and free, like, very good openings by getting picks like that, but having your N-Zap actually jump up there and help out like that is not necessarily something you see every day. That wipeout as well is definitely just going to be helping like retain that lead that Honey Badger already has. We can see the Rage Girls have to move back in somehow, but Honey Badger, they're just going to be able to move around and collapse in on any isolated player that they want. I think Len being down under those ledges as well is also going to really pressure back and Rage Girls anytime anyone wants to kind of drop into mid or perch up on the snipe there. And with that Crab Tank, it's going to be allowing Honey Badger to celebrate their sweet victory in game 2, sitting very comfortably
Victory,
2
indeed.
games against Enraged Girls, who are now forced to consider some kind of reverse sweep of 3 wins if they want to take this victory for themselves.
Yeah, we could be seeing a major upset here by Honey Badger on the side to Enrage Girls right now, because looking at it, it is Tower Control, Hagglefish Nyx, and Honey Badger seems to have this on the go, locked in, and ready to go to try and get this done as soon as they can, because for both of these games, they have shown that they can hold on to that pace, hold on to the narrative way better than Enraged Girls could have.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that if Enraged Girls really want to focus on getting a player out of this match, I'd definitely focus on making sure Len cannot pop his bubble anywhere near the tower. And I think like definitely with those few spots you can go to defend, and how kind of predictable they can kind of be, having your blaster kind of perched around there just to make sure that you've got those auto bombs being thrown up, you've got your chip damage really like forcing any defending player from like even existing up on the edge of that tent or any place like that. At top left if you're on the defending side, I think, yeah, as well. That's gonna be a difficult spot to go in, especially if you've got someone down there just throwing up damage like that. So I think that Len is probably going to be a key play here in tower control.
Yeah, definitely.
A good weapon, and I don't expect we're going to be seeing a switch up for weapon comps.
No, definitely no switch-ups here on the side of Honey Badger, but it is going to be the Junior coming out once again on the side of Enraged Girls with their signature tower control comms with a triple shooter E-leader here. Bear in mind that now if Enraged Girls cannot take this game, it is going to be the set win for Honey Badger, but Missa is going to go down, trying to charge in immediately. Len bringing the charge in as soon as you said that. Len is going to be able to bring in some AoE into that bubble and able to shred that immediately with Spec, trying to hold on to that tower. It is 2 down, 3 down on the side of Enraged Girls, staggered quite a bit here in favor of Honey Badger, as Len is already up there, getting that set up, getting their bubble, getting their AoE, trying to get that blaster kill as soon as you can. Look at that, that's just amazing coming from Len. The performance on that blaster is insane.
This is exactly what I was talking about regarding having an aggressive blaster up there, just being able to force back any defending players like that. This is exactly the player that Enraged Girls really need to get out of the game. Like we saw just then, Len's been taken out. This is Enraged Girls' opportunity to actually move back in. Now, I actually want to point out, Enraged Girls, their junior player, has got a very interesting build. They are running double special charge, which I think is interesting because it means that they are absolutely going to be playing for bubble more than they necessarily might be playing for double bomb. Now, of course, with those 2 players going down like that on Honey Badger, and Rage Girls will hopefully be able to to actually come back in at some point. But I think actually Honey Badger have got this if they aren't going to.
Oh, maybe. Ooh, that's a nice pick
Okay,
coming
that was
onto the
an
52
interesting
though.
fight. That was an interesting fight that actually came out there. And Rage Girl's going to be popping that bubble. I mean, let's just see how they can actually fend off Honey Badger here. Because I know that Proto is going to be taking that tower. But Lucas is going to be forced back already with Honey Badger. They had another player around there just ready and waiting for the Junior to back all the way up to take them out like that. That was such a scary position to be in as a Junior. Does look like that is going to be giving Honey Badger the movement forward that they need as well. Look how much space they're being able to take up once again. Already these specials are going to start coming out.
Oh.
There is the cooler, and they also have a bubble and a carbon line just to pop to make sure once they have their next push going, they are absolutely free to do so.
Yeah, definitely that crab tank coming from Spec is going to get the leader out immediately. That's a jump out as well. That's just going to be a delayed wipe instantly on the side of ENRAGE girls. Now the push coming from Len, Spec, and Rin is going to come in once again. Proto on that tower riding as soon as they can to try and get to that flash checkpoint as fast as they can as well. Let's go see what Rin is going to be up to on that 52. Like you said, if you can perch up here, you can get those kills, but not really. The leader just able to find 2 picks on the backside immediately, and now Missa is going to go for that trade, and that's the wipeouts done and dusted on that defense. Good job in Ray Girls for being able to hold on to that defense with 3 minutes the clock now, and they're able to try and hold on to mid.
Yeah, absolutely. They're thinking about pushing up as well with the help of that tactical. Of course, Honey Badger trying to force them out, but they're losing their 52 gal. And Rage Girls are in a good position to start moving forward once again, but they're gonna have to look out for the Honey Badger's defense here.
What's the Stamper doing from behind still? Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No,
I was saying because I was saying, oh, there they go.
They've ascended.
They have ascended back to base. It's fine, because I was wondering they were sneaking from behind for the longest time and then nobody noticed them. It was just a lag spike. But it seems to be a little bit of a lag spike on our end as well, and we're not gonna know what happens.
Wow. Okay, well, there is going to be a disconnect happening. I'm not necessarily what that means for us.
The ruling is gonna be in favor of Honey Badger, I believe, because it was already past 2.5, and the remaining score has been taken down below 30 as well. And even if the Spec DC'd, so we're not gonna know the ruling until we see the score reports the same times as you guys will see on the bracket. So if you want to pull that up right now, type in chat bracket ! Bracket if you want to know what's going on. But that's gonna be an interesting wait here for the last minute or two here.
It is. It's definitely, I think, where we can start to speculate about what's going to be going on here. Honey Badger is sitting at 2 against ENRAGE Girl 0 so far. But I do want to mention third place match. Skillful Pickup. Looks like they have got 2 games off XOXO as well, which means I think they'll be taking the set for third place. Skillful Pickup, C12, XOXO, last week's winners of Swim Sync as well, being effectively in 4th place this week.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Honey Badger, the thing is, even though it is in their favor for that match, they did lose a player there just as ENRAGE Girls were pushing. Right? So if they don't have their Stamper there with them, they are at a constant player disadvantage.
Yeah, definitely. The player disadvantage is going to be something to look out for. It was the Stamper that got DC'd, if I wasn't wrong, correct? On the side of, who was it? It was,
Honey Badger.
It was a Honey Badger. Okay.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna know until they report that score, or we get something from our streamer here, unfortunately. But if it does go to a game 4, it will be really interesting to see. Just a little bit unfortunate, you know. And then I believe actually ENRAGE Girls actually is able to take that game just now. I forgot who was in favor of that lead, but ENRAGE Girls definitely did get that game, and we're going to be moving on to game 4. However, it's going to be a little bit of a wait, because they're going to be switching hosts. They're going to reset the lobby just to make sure that isn't going to happen, and we're going to move on to Crab Lake Capital as soon as we're done here. Sorry for the inconvenience, but We're gonna be having a little wait here. Let's have a little chat here, Liddy.
Yeah, let's have a little chat. You know, regarding that previous match, I think it was Honey Badger that had the. I remember them having quite a lot of advantages, especially
Yeah,
from
it was
how
Honey
they were able
Badger
to.
because they're the one with the
Yeah,
blaster. Yeah.
yeah. Honey Badger were in the lead, but you know, I one thing that I mentioned, which I thought was interesting, I saw it in the previous tower control game that we saw Enrage Girls play in a previous set. Having a junior build that prioritizes bubble output is interesting to me because for me, whenever I play junior, I'm always going for easy double bombs and stuff. And bubbles always, you know, you've got such a good paint output as a junior anyway. I often feel like I've got bubble ready to go in any case.
Oh no,
However,
yeah.
if you are going to be playing more aggro, like we're seeing from this junior as well, just being able to paint up very quickly and get those bubbles, which can not only help out, you know, get the tower rolling forwards and get those checkpoints, but also placed in positions where fights might be breaking out as well, just to tip those in your favor just a little bit, just to protect your players just a little bit more in holding certain areas. Those are always really good, and Junior's got a fantastic bubble output. Having two main sort of special charge for bubble, that's not something I've necessarily considered, but it's just very interesting to see.
You can think of it as this: the more bubbles you can dispose, the more less time that you need to wait for that cooldown on that bubble. You know the bubble cooldown that you have every time you deploy it.
Yeah.
It's either the bubble gets shredded first, or you wait out until it dies by itself to be able to get that charge up. So if they're playing just like that, like you said, for that bubble and only for that bubble most of the time, it is going to be a very aggressive bubble. It's going to be very much going to be very easily built. But in terms of looking at it, Len has been able to make use of their bubble even more effectively with their blaster too, because I just think that with the blaster being able to control where that bubble wants, not having someone else to do it, they can just enable themselves to hold spots that they want to, just like a roller want to, like the vanilla roller, or maybe some other weapons. What other weapons had a bubble? I forgot. Maybe Squiffer? I don't know. But
H3D has it, doesn't it?
yeah, X3D does, but X3D is X3D. We don't talk about it. Oh, regardless.
Interesting.
Oh, there it is.
Are
We're
we
ready.
going-
We're ready
are
to
we going
go. Yeah, we're ready to go
We're
here.
going into it. We're going into it. Yeah, actually, we did see. This is going to be Rainmaker, so we might see. Are we going to see any change-ups?
No, not really. No, not much
Well, of
change-ups
course,
here,
there's
actually.
no Junior. Lucas is going to be switching back to the cooler end zap, and also
Yeah.
Proto playing cooler end zap as well on the side of Honey Badger, who's going to promptly get that Rainmaker shield up as well, but they are going to be losing their Stamper. Hopefully they still manage to stay in the game and not be disconnected. Does look like, however, Len's still just trying to move around, trying to find a good spot to start moving forward to. Hopefully for them, they just want to stay alive in order to get some kind of bubble advantage for their team jumping out just in the nick of time, because Enrage Girls, their charger is just popping off, getting a fantastic kick there, but that Stamper is going to be returning the favor, looking for another one as well, getting Lucas out of the picture.
Oh no!
Here. Looking for a third. It does look like with this advantage they already have from having all those fights won in their favor. They are going to be pushing that Rainmaker forward to that checkpoint, but still not quite being able to take it.
Not quite indeed. As well as Shot, bear in mind this is Crab Lake Capital, the most open mid map in my opinion that is in the current ramp rotations aside from Museum. That leader is going to be putting out tons of pressure, tons of like waiting game for the side of Honey Badger to be able to take it back, unfortunately so. But if they're going to be able to try and hold this, Shot here has a lot more pressure and space to work with, as like you said, the Len, or was it Len was the one able to jump out and avoid that leader shot, as then they just shut down the Rainmaker immediately afterwards, buying them some time. But I think that this first checkpoint is going to go in favor of Rin. If they're going to be able to survive through this bubble, yes they are. That's going to be first checkpoint smoothly and done by Honey Badger. 2 down now on the side of Enrage.
Oh, that was such a nice combination of things that just happened there. Having that bubble there just to help secure that checkpoint, and also set up Lennon. Fantastic bubble underneath that ledge. Having the crab tank just right behind it as well, just to hold that area as well, and of course Enrage goes back. Everything kind of just worked out really smoothly for them, even if they didn't manage to get that jump up onto the ledge to get some more points in. That is still a lead, and that's still.
Oh, are they gonna make it? Are they gonna make it? Oh.
Oh my goodness! Every time any of these players make a play, I feel like what I want to see it's cut off even because everything's kind of going so fast. However, we're just for the Rainmaker of the moment. Let's see what Proto does with it.
Yeah, Proto is holding on to that Rainmaker. Like you said, getting that kill immediately. And as the shot on E-Leader is able to get them once again, they've killed the Rainmaker for 3 times now. And it's going to be hurting Honey Badger's push, but bear in mind, ENRAGE still doesn't have that first checkpoint cleared out yet. So if they can't get through mid, it's not going to be really easy for ENRAGE girls to be able to take the lead here, because you do have to get through that checkpoint and just a little bit more, just a little bit, by like an inch. That 1 point that they need here to be able to get that lead. Maybe this would be the chance for them to get a checkpoint here, as 2 down now on the side of Honey Badger. Is going to enable Melissa is actually going to be able to go up and clear that space, dunking the Rainmaker down, able to secure that point. And now this is now a neutral game for both of these teams to see who can take more points than the other in 1 minute for any remaining here.
Yeah, it's more than neutral for Honey Badger here. 3 players had gone down right after that that checkpoint dunk, and I think Len holding that area above the grates as well.
Shot!
Is just an wow! It does look like actually their leader is just going to be popping up here, making sure they have exactly the opportunity that they want to pick up the Rainmaker as well. But those strikes are going to be taking the leader out of the game. You know, you can't run over those
No.
grates. Just that
Yeah,
much
you
more
have no
vulnerable to
run
be up
speed.
there.
Yeah, you have no run speed. I hate it when that happens to me too, but that wipeout is going to secure so much more points for Honey Badger here to be able to push up 39 points down with 1 minute remaining. That's actually going to be huge for the side of Honey Badger here. They're going to be able to hold on to this, because ENRAGE Girls has a lot more they need to do in order to make a push. Honey Badger just has so much chip ready to go, ready to move, and now they're still trying to hold on to it. The mid bag trying to hold on to more space, as now 26 left onto the clock, getting into Honey Badger's territory. No,
Yeah.
ENRAGE Girls' territory here.
Oh yeah, it does look like, however, every time Honey Badger's trying to move forwards, and Rage Girls is really trying to take them out of the game. Getting a great pick on Spec as well, and Rage Girls is going to be picking up the Rainmaker, knowing they have a bit of a player advantage. However, they do have pretty much everyone from Honey Badger trying to move back in at the moment. They are going to be taking out the NZAP, which is going to be a good player to get rid of in terms of removing that tactical out of the game. They are trying
This
to
might
move
be
forward
huge.
across those grates, but
Lendo!
is right
Len!
underneath.
Oh
Len was
my
right
goodness.
underneath. Len right underneath. You know, we're talking about those bubbles and how Len is always able to get those bubbles in those positions exactly just to get the most value out of it for himself, to find those picks, to make sure that anyone from the opponents from the opponent's side of the match, whether you're defending or attacking in a game like that, Len's just
Yeah.
able to just like get those picks and get rid of the Rainmaker in the end. My goodness, it's that blaster with the bubble that actually is going to be stopping that overtime from even happening. It is going to be a victory for Honey Badger, a sweet victory for Honey Badger, that is. And I do think also it's a victory for Bubble as well. In my
Yeah, victory
opinion,
for
one of the most
Bubble, victory for
underappreciated
Blasters.
victory for Bubble, victory for Blasters, one of the most underappreciated special weapons in my opinion. It's great to see how such a nice placement for Bubble can help out any player and your team on the offense, like we saw in the previous tower control game. How
That's such a
Len was
major
able to
upset
move
though,
up as
Lily,
well.
in this great white bracket. That's such a major upset coming from Honey Badger
Also,
against
Skillful
ENRAGE
pickup as
Girls.
well, 2-0 against XOXO. That's seed 12 against seed 6 last week's winners. Honey Badger 3-1 against ENRAGE Girls as well.
Yeah,
Fantastic showing. I
it
have
is
to say.
so hectic of a set, but Len was just pulling all the stuff there, pulling all the tricks, pulling all the bubbles, pulling everything out of their pockets to make everything work there. But that was good. That was the great finals, great white finals of SOS 131. Your champions, Honey Badger.
Absolutely, and also Before we head off, I do want to mention that I wanna just say thank you, Lila, for commentating with me once again, and also thank you to our streamer for today, Justin, who is doing such a fantastic job on the spec cam. Always
Yeah,
appreciate the
indeed.
streamers. Without streamers, we wouldn't have the stream, of course. And also thank you to the TOs, especially Grace, head TO of Sumo Sync. But because this is the end of Sumo Sync 131, we are going to have to sadly say goodbye to you all. Before we go, Lila, I have a question for you.
Oh
Where
no,
can
what
the
is the
good people...
question?
Oh no, what is the question? Question is, where can the good people of chat, of the internet, find you?
You can find me on X, Twitter, whatever it is, under the handle of Lila Resvisco. We'll be appearing on more mics in the future. And Lily, where can we find you too?
You can find me on Twitter at Lily Gravy Bread. You can find me on Twitch at Lily Gravy Bread, where I stream sometimes, whether it's a tournament, whether it's my own games for fun. I'm often there. And you can find me on Blue
Yeah.
Sky as well, same username as well. But that's gonna be it for us.
And
Thanks
one more
everyone for
thank
coming
you
along.
to everyone, the TOs, Justin, and everyone else for coming tonight. This has been SOS 131.
We'll see you another time.